missed anything that you might have said, done, or anything else?
I guess I should probably advise Dagoth not to continue forward because we're planning on, falling unconscious shortly after these horrible gribbly squiggly things are dead.
Alright.
I think Dagoth should just slay all of them first, so we don't have stuff crawling on the ceiling as well. We're asleep.
You're next to a wall, and you can see a tiny little gap up at the top of it, but not big enough for any of you to stand on.
I can actually see a horribly griggly squiggly thing from my line of sight. Yeah.
You will in a sec. Okay,
don't worry, Dagoth's got my front.
Meat goes down here, and is ready to attack you once it gets close enough. Lon, what do you do?
Save me, Dagoth! Save me!
What are you being a little bitch for?
Yeah. They're not gonna hit me. I mean, if they do, I'm dead, but still.
What do you mean you're dead?
Well, if they hit me, I'm probably not going to succeed on the save against paralysis, and then they're going to keep hitting me.
Is it my turn now?
Yes.
Yes.
Lon, what do you do?
Where's the bugs at?
Valencia, you gonna answer?
I mean, there's some bugs right in front of me.
Where are you?
I'm over to the east. I mean, presumably your character will be able to hear the direction I'm shouting from, but I am over to...
Like, my east? I got this black fucking shallot thing in front of me.
So in order to actually move your miniature through that, you want to move the square up. So, like, you're standing on the blood square, and then go east from there. But you don't need to have done that. Can you do that? I mean, you don't need to come over here, but that is where the squishy bug things are.
Basically saying...
you want me to move your character so you can see?
Yeah, I think he does.
I just did. I just moved my character.
Alright.
Hopefully these things don't have reach.
Carrion crawler.
So the general rule of thumb when it comes to reach is, if it's large-sized, it has to be tall to get extra reach. So like an ogre is tall, whereas a carrion crawler is long.
Right.
Not always the case, but generally.
But since it's hold on, where's it square?
This guy's getting a mountain hammer, by the way.
1 second. Oh, I put that in the middle of things. That's why. Okay, then no, it's not. It's not within reach. Okay, I had it in the wrong square.
Oh, that's close to dead.
Wait.
Yeah.
Why did you move it back?
Because I had it straddling to the 4 squares when it's only supposed to be on 2. Because I couldn't see exactly where it was. So that's where it actually is.
5 foot up then.
I
would move 5 feet.
Then it gets an attack opportunity.
Does it?
It has reach.
5 foot reach.
That's the same as human.
Yeah,
that's same as human. If it has longer reach, like 15, it would get attack of opportunity from 15 feet away.
10. You need 10 or more. 5 feet just means you attack the square next to you. It doesn't have reach.
You just walked into the square next to it.
Yeah, but it's like
I just entered the square. I didn't leave it square. I didn't enter the square.
What you're talking about. I thought you were, never mind. I got confused because that's what happened with the stupid bone claw.
Yeah, so remember that the thing that is causing the attack of opportunity is leaving the square, not entering the square.
I was thinking in terms of leaving or entering its threat range rather than a specific square. So I don't see things directly in squares.
Yeah, but he's not leaving its threat range.
He's entering it. He's like, surprise!
There's a 26.
Oh, I hate you, Grizz. Grizz, I see the other 2 monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dagoth, you're running back.
Yeah, unfortunately, you have no idea.
The 26 hit it.
Yes, it did. You have no way of knowing that they're there, but since you do anyway, I'm going to add them to the turn order.
Alright, so...
Dagoth can't see them. Lon is basically, you came around the corner just enough that you could see the 2 creatures that were busy eating the armor off of the other monster. I should have taken Sarah off of Lon's thing. Unfortunately.
All right, so it takes a total of 23 and 7 bypass all DR if it had any.
How much damage?
30.
Yeah,
Did you
30
say
damage
30?
to it.
Okay, then it's actually dead.
Holy shit! Carrion crawlers had 30 HP.
Well, these
Yeah, I
ones
don't know
do.
why you're afraid of them.
Well,
Even the
that's
Yeah,
biggest
I-
carrying crawlers are not that big of a threat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
I'm not
basically
afraid of-
just annoying. I mean, one did drop down on Hector, and because he was pinned there, he got hit with a lightning strike.
I mean, arguably, they're interesting because they're always a threat. If they natural 20 you and you fail the save, they'll kill you regardless of level, pretty much.
If you're by yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't like.
Hector. Well, technically, Lan's the only one who can see them, even though they're now in the turn order. So it's up to Lan to tell anybody, tell anybody that they're there. So Dagoth
There's
doesn't have any
creepy
awareness
bug
of them.
things in here that aren't worms.
Hector, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna come over here and sit down.
Okay.
Good boy.
Carrion
I'm too
crawler.
close to dying.
Now I guess you get an attack of opportunity on that.
Nope.
All right. Well,
He
then.
only has 5-foot reach.
Again,
Yeah,
because
keep
it's not
forgetting-
leaving any
Yeah,
threatened
sorry, I
squares.
keep forgetting the thing on that. I keep thinking that going near something attacks. You have to be on guard for that to happen.
Well, firstly, you have to be on guard, in which case it's a readied action, not an attack of opportunity. And secondly, if he has a spear, yes, because he threatens out extra range.
And what's your AC? It's not on your token, so I don't know automatically.
Oh, sorry, my AC is currently
You nearly got a nat 20, by the way.
36.
So that didn't
Holy
hurt.
shit! 36.
Leo Fire.
The problem is, if it survives,
Oh,
it
that's
gets
right. Leo
8.
Fire isn't here. That's right. When you guys look around, you'll notice that Leo Fire is not here. Thorn apparently came and swooped him away after he healed people. So you guys saw that he healed you, right?
Yeah.
Hector and Mythos. So
Yeah.
I still see Hector is damaged. Hector, Leo Fire healed you for 15.
Oh, thank God.
Mythos, what do you do?
I am going to step around this corner and call to everybody. Let's go rest up for a bit. Let's just stop this. I want to go home for a bit. And I'm just gonna
Seriously, I just got here, and there's things in this room to kill, and dead kobolds to loot.
Yeah, well, we've been here for ages.
Oh yeah, nobody's told you that you're here looking for the kobolds in the first place.
Wait, he found the kobolds.
I'm checking my non-existent wristwatch. Yeah, we've been here for a full 20 minutes.
That's a long time if you're casting spells.
Yeah, exactly. Our 50-minute adventuring day was up a quarter of the time ago.
Well, you guys can just rest there. I'll finish up this room, and I'll see you guys in about a minute.
Right then. I'm gonna leave you for dead.
So Sarah, you heard that that there are dead kobolds in that room. What do you do?
I'm gonna avoid the trap that was clearly marked
Yep.
on the ground.
Yep, there's a square that says "Don't step here."
Yep, and there's blood on that square too, so
And then, so that takes up. Okay, I only have 3. I can live. There's gonna right there.
Wait, I can make a bonecraft crossbow?
yeah, you can see
Who's
some
gonna
of the
go?
bodies laying there on the ground. They look like they've been heavily eaten by the carrion crawlers.
Hmm.
Dagoth, what do you do?
No, I still need to. I need to move the bone claw.
Oh yeah.
The bone claw's gonna. Wait, can this trap be destroyed though? But on.
Well, yeah, I'm just leaving it there to mark that it went off.
Whatever the bone claw stepped on, it's gonna crash its hands all over the ground.
Is everybody out of the way of the trap before you do that?
Yes.
That's good.
Okay, then technically I think that would completely destroy the trap. So that means he can't move anymore. He's spending the entire turn just destroying
Yeah.
that trap.
I remember the last time I had undead go through a dungeon.
Dagoth, remember you don't know about the rust monsters, Dagoth.
Yeah, but Sarah does now.
Oh, Yeah, I guess that's right. You're
And Land
Kill
called them
everybody.
creepy bug things, so he
Yeah.
doesn't know what they are.
yeah, because he didn't fight the carrion crawler earlier. Sorry, the rust monster earlier.
Sarah
yeah.
can still cast. Sarah can still cast.
I presume 36 AC means he's got a reasonable touch AC.
Do cone effects hit anything within the cone area, even through walls?
I think it would probably stop at walls, and if so, any cone effect would
Depends on
hit Lan.
depends on the spell. Like some
Yeah.
effects can go through some layers of wall, but not a lot.
Like
Each-
if you're
Okay.
if you're casting a cone
Uh.
effect from you to there, it might hit that rust monster, but it would definitely hit Lan too. And
What
if you
kind of
try
cone is
casting
it?
it away from that, it would smack into the wall and be
What
The
spell is
deflected
cone
by
it?
the wall.
of fear. Fear.
Yeah, it would be deflected by the wall. But if we're hitting that monster over there, it would also hit that monster up here. That Lan would also be affected by it because Lan's
Please
in
don't
the cone of
be
influence.
your spells. Your save DCs are probably ridiculous.
Oh, you should see what she did with summoning an Alep at one point.
You can use an Alep to kill the freaking Tarask. It's super easy.
Hey, Lyra.
Tarask has no way of hurting an Alep.
You know what? Okay, I'm just gonna do this then.
Yeah, well, that thing can only be killed by a wish.
Sure, but you can permanently, like, comatose. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can permanently
You could
incapacitate
put-
it with a single Alep.
Yeah, that gives me an idea for something then.
Okay, I'm still just gonna use the fear ray right here.
You're still affected by a wall.
Yeah, but it's gonna hit that one.
All right.
Will save. This is my 4th level, and it's necromancy. Okay, let me see.
Burst, emanation, or spread. Forgotten what the difference was between these.
Okay, DC 25.
Ah, so close.
You aren't hitting me, are you?
No.
No, she used a ray rather than a cone. What is the effects?
They're feared.
What kind of fear?
What are
They
the effects
become-
of fear?
Terror creature, they become panic unless it succeeds its will save. If considered a panic, it starts to begin to cowering.
Sure.
Okay.
So they're cowering, so they won't be getting
Sounds
close.
cavern. Dagoth. Hi, sweetie. You're so cute, aren't you?
I guess that makes it easier for me. One less enemy in the room.
There.
We have a crucial weapon anyway. The rust monster won't affect it. Excellent with dealing with rust monsters and acid. Not so good against anything that causes massive vibrations, however. If you ever run into something that shrieks, well, then you might have a problem with your weapon.
Like carrion crawler dead.
Yep. There's a bunch of ooze on the ground now.
That's why you make it magic, so it has a really, really hard hardness and shit.
Well, he's using an
This
adamantine weapon anyway.
monster shrieks and makes a shrieking noise and comes straight at. Wait, do you have anything iron on you, Len?
My shield, my armor, and my sword are metal, but all of them have durable, so it can't
Okay.
rust.
Well, it'll still smell it, so it's still gonna attempt to attack you.
Sorry, dude. This is the one food you cannot have. It is impossible for you to eat this.
It really
Wow, in that one.
I rolled the wrong thing. I think. No, I didn't. Never mind.
In that one.
Yep. And this one's still cowering by the armored body it's eating. Well, it's not eating the body; it's just eating the armor off the
It's
skeleton's
fear-eating.
remains. Yeah.
It's fear eating.
Lon, what would you like to do?
Oh,
Swift action, burning blade, and I'm gonna full round this fucker.
All right.
Remember, you get another attack since you're full rounding from haste.
I know. That's why I'm full rounding.
Dude's not going to survive one hit.
So first of all,
Sorry, there.
haste attack. Still alive?
Uh,
How much damage is that?
27 and 14 fire.
41.
27 damage.
41 damage.
Nope, it is still alive. It is very badly hurt and doesn't look like it'll easily recover if it got away, but it is still alive. Hector!
That's,
I was full rounding, remember?
Oh, yeah, he
sorry
was
about
full
that.
rounding.
Okay, then it's dead.
dude is hella dead.
It's not surviving.
I'm still alive. I'm just very badly burned.
Well, at least we can have a charred rust monster now.
Been completely burned up, cinders and even the ashes blown away. Hector!
You guys, we found the kobolds.
You found only three bodies of as many as 20 kobolds lost in this dungeon.
Wait, you're looking for these guys?
Yeah.
I'm here for the loot. But there were also kobolds, so I guess.
Von Clutch could have destroyed that lightning trap.
So
Just be careful.
So Hector, what do you do?
You have 70 movement speed. Movement. Hector. So you can make it here. Shadow?
Stand on top of me.
Yeah, that's marked. That's marked, so you could go around it.
Yeah.
If you're speaking, we can't hear you.
Just so people know it's marked.
Yes, but the blood's there. Anyway.
Shadow?
You can write in Roll20 if you can't speak.
He can't speak. Restart your Discord? Or is your mic muted? I think this is actually a better place to rest because it has a wall that keeps. If they enter right here, everybody's hidden still right there.
But we're not going to sleep in this dimension.
I mean,
Oh, oh, that's too bad.
Oh, there you are, Shadow.
Yeah, somebody in the group has a rope trick. So
Okay.
I was asking if it was.
You're
Yeah.
super
You are
quiet.
super low.
yeah, we can barely hear you.
The mic closer to your mouth.
It's right on my face, man.
Look at your sensitivity.
Can you hear right now?
Burly.
I haven't gone to it yet.
Huh?
Oh my god, it's all the way up. Can you still not hear me?
Just
Burly.
about.
Then go to Discord, see how it is there.
Not you like automatically lowered for him?
Fucking no, honestly. You can at least hear me, right?
Yeah, burly.
better now.
But can't go this way right here. I have to go over the trap or something.
No, we marked the trap so you could go around it.
There's like a shadow there?
Yeah,
There's like a
there's a shadowing effect that you guys it seems to be like something in the ceiling casting a bright shadow in this area that making it really difficult to see.
Wait, so I can make it right here?
Yeah.
I'll be back.
So, what are we gonna do with this last bug?
Well, I don't think you can tame them at that age. But eventually they'll come out of its shaken state, and either attempt to attack you because you've got armor, or will attempt to flee.
You need to trap it in a wooden box.
It's
Technically, I do.
It's the size of a large dog. Yeah,
Put it in a wooden box.
it's not a baby, so.
You know, I don't think I feel comfortable with a metal-eating animal running around.
It's not an animal, an aberration.
Still, I don't feel comfortable having it around.
Wow.
Yep, medium aberration.
You're just gonna go and kill it then, huh?
Viciously and without mercy.
You've got no morals, Dang. No morals.
Okay, I'll pick it up and throw it at you.
Hey, I didn't say I had morals.
I meant I hate it when I make pizza that's tasty, but then the toppings all slide off. Must have forgotten a step somewhere.
You're supposed to put the cheese on top of the toppings.
I did.
Got a master
No,
club.
my entire it's sauce, a layer of cheese, a layer of toppings, a layer of different kind of cheese. Usually the mozzarella's on that, and then a couple more toppings. That's usually how I make my pizza. But now even the sauce layer has slid off when I pick it up.
The sauce layer wasn't thick enough.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because the problem was that I only had the one tiny little can of sauce, and then I sloshed some of it on the floor by accident, and so I had to substitute it with some chopped pepper and some petite tomatoes. Because it was too late to go out and get any more.
Okay, I'm back.
But it tastes good.
So this
it
thing's
tastes good. It's
coward,
really messy.
so are we just gonna like Gangnam style beat this thing down?
Can.
It's not my turn.
Hector.
Has Hector done what he's doing?
Chris?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, don't leave me all alone back here.
Come
1,
over here.
4, 5, 6.
You still have haste, you know that, right, Mythos?
Doesn't matter. I have boots that give me the same effect. Which way did you guys go through the shadowy corridor? Towards the left or the right wall?
Just go around.
Nope, sorry. There you
You got covered in blood for a moment there.
go.
You're a bloody mess.
Alright. Actually... I guess I'll double move until I'm over here, I guess. Alright, that's all I can do.
Alright, Sarah.
Is the Bunkclaw done breaking this?
Yes.
Well, it still has haste and invisibility.
Horrifying.
Yeah, but if it encounters anything else down that way, you're going to be drawn into another conflict, and these guys won't be able to rest.
Well, it's invisible right now.
Yep. But the thing is that you still might run into something. Basically, I'm just telling you it's a good idea to bring your Broneclaw back so that we can discuss time engine and everything.
Look, most of them look like they're already dead. They ain't getting more dead. And if they are, I don't really care.
Just gonna go right there, look down the hall real fast, then move back.
Wow, you don't care about fellow living creatures. You're clearly evil.
They're all, like, already
So there's
dead.
nothing down the
Like,
hall that I checked, so I just moved back. Let's see now. Is this? Yes. Okay. Give me a fortitude save. Since it is under fear, it does take -1 penalties. Yeah, it's failed. It's now blind.
Oh, the poor rust monster.
Permanently.
Yep.
Now we put it in a box.
Yes. Now we have a pet.
You don't have a box.
Damn.
Damn. We have a bone
You
claw.
know it's all
there.
about weaknesses.
We have a bone claw there. It can build. It can use its hands as cages.
Does it have any armor?
Does. Don't worry, I can just remove the armor from it. And then it can use its
Wait, are
arms
you guys
as cages.
keeping it or am I killing it?
I don't know. It's everybody's.
Yeah, I don't think we're stopping you.
Yeah.
But we have these crazy dreams, man. We have madman's dreams of the Rust Monster Farm. Oh.
Yeah, don't you know? Like, we have like a pit full of rust monsters that's.
We've got a grater, and then we throw the grater in instead of grating anything on it. Of course, it's made of metal. Ugh.
And I vote we not have these things anywhere near me when I'm trying to make you guys armor and crap.
Okay, then
Look.
kill it if you want. We ain't stopping you. We're just saying.
To a rust farm in our elder days.
I'm killing
you,
it.
you think we're going to grow old?
You think you're gonna
I think
age?
we grow old. Or maybe we will, depends on what liches technically count as. Liches be awesome. Anyhow,
So, that's not Sarah's turn. Daggoff's not getting near the rust monster, by the way.
Okay. Sorry about that, I was chewing. The rust monster squeals quietly as it can no longer see, and it doesn't feel like moving. And it's just kind of looking all lonely and what is it? Dejected. Sitting there in front of what was its meal. One of the shield-bearing kobolds, which is pretty much gone of flesh. Mostly skeletonized, except for the bits of armor.
Now you're making us want to save it, Grizz.
I'm just
I mean, you
telling
guys
the
don't have-
effect of it. Val.
Oh shit, I could rush in there and interpose myself, but I mean, I'm not a good person. I'm the most good of everyone here, I think.
The fact that you want us all dead to steal our loot, yeah, you're totally good.
To be honest, if you're looking at it from an objective point of view, that would be a moral bonus. Like, your deaths would improve the morality of this entire universe.
I'm a neutral person. I stand by that.
One of your first actions was to sacrifice something to dark gods.
They were already worshipping dark gods. There is, like, no benefit to the dark gods other than maybe a little temporal discrepancy.
Oh, so you did it because it was fun. Gotcha.
I did it for material benefit. Hours of good
Can I
and
see
evil.
her in charge this fucker yet?
Yes.
Val, what
I'm-
would you like to do?
I'm not doing anything.
Len.
See her in charge.
You're no fun, Lan.
I just need to move Daggoff temporarily, because I could bring down the counter.
Shit, guys, we need to have some kind of wooden crate in the future. So we can capture cool
Keep
things.
that stored
We can look
away.
for
We
eggs.
could make a zoo. Oh,
Or make an adamantium cage with durable on it.
I mean,
Hector.
yeah, but that sounds expensive.
It survived a 27 and 8 fire damage.
Yes, it did.
It has like more than 40 health.
Tough cookie.
Ours probably doesn't help that I rolled horribly on my damage from fire.
Hector,
Kinda did.
I was counting.
you still have haste, though.
He
You got
still
more
sounds
than
like
enough
he's
movement.
in the back of a truck.
That's actually the wall there. Sorry.
Okay.
There's a problem with the not getting lined up properly. Some of the things don't fit as well as I would like.
Jesus, this would be horrifying. So
What?
I can just about see the bone claw peeking around the corner, but of course it's completely invisible. So the first time that Val is going to notice that the bone claw has reappeared is when it like brushes past her. Why did I do this?
It's like
Remember, it's still invisible, so.
Exactly.
it's like
You're just right there.
I'll never know.
Don't worry, it can finger you.
Mm. Is this
The rust
is this
monster
about the
is
swan
dead.
stuff?
Now, are you guys interested in taking a rest?
Well, we need to get our spells back and all that.
Okay. Then, we'll temporarily remove the turn order. Everybody can, as long as everybody stays within the room over here with the dead kobolds, then we're good.
Haste off, invisibility off. I'm no longer a
you'll
lizard.
you'll be sitting here long enough. By the way, you should put you should put an indicator on your token when you're no longer in human form, so that
Okay,
I
gotcha.
remember about that.
I will use the alchemy flask because nothing says being a lizard like alchemy.
Wait, so can I switch my my cat pet new spells?
Or you can put it on your display name temporarily, like Trog Val, or Lizard Val, or whatever you want to put it. Like Trog, Trog will be Trog, and Lizard will be Lizard Folk, just in case you're.
Like I can't actually change my picture, can I?
I'm not sure about that, but you can at least just. I think you can change your display name.
Yeah, sure. I will in the future, but now I'm back to being Val.
Wait, so are you resting in?
As the bone claw appears from invisibility, it's gonna brush your hair saying tra-la-la
Now that you have hair.
Val. To Val.
Fluffy. Just
It's gonna pull, it's gonna pull out the ring that I have of fire resistance, and act like it's gonna propose to you.
look. I'm afraid that you're probably several hundred years too old for me. That's practically pedophilia.
Actually, it's the other way around. The bone claw is only maybe it's like maybe a month and a half old.
Sure, but like the body parts it's made up of.
Yeah,
They're older
maybe.
than that, right?
They're from an execution pile.
Anyway, I'm going to spend, I think it's 10 minutes. Somebody can check if they care, but it's round about 10 minutes preparing my unprepared second circle spell slot with a rope trick.
Okay.
Then I will cast rope trick if you guys are alright with that.
Yes.
Oh yes.
So, an old magician's trick, real life magician's trick, of having a rope that levitates bolt upright in the air. It's like that, and you climb into the hole that the rope flows into, basically, and that hole is another world. It's a very small other world, but it's enough for 8 creatures.
It's like an 8-person tent is what we always.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and it technically doesn't work like interpretive space too, so it's like really useful.
I believe you also cannot bring your bags of holding in there.
You can. It doesn't work like that.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
it's
not
the bag of
extra
holding
dimensional,
hand,
it is
yeah.
another dimension. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's another dimension, and that means if it somehow goes pop, we just fall to the floor.
Yeah.
We're not
Very
consumed into
unhappy.
the astral sea.
No, we don't
That'd
go
be
to the
a fun-
actual sea. We
That would be
actually
a fun
just fall
place
to
to send you.
the dimension just disappears, and we just fall to the floor. Like it's actually very safe to use.
Right.
I have
So-
an idea. It's an 8-slot port thing.
Mm-hmm.
Bone claw could take up 2 slots.
Nope. Creatures of any size. So,
Well,
and
it takes up one slot.
yes. So if we tried to fit 8 Tarrasques in there, we could. But it would also not fit more than 8 humans.
What about 8
How would you fit
dragons?
grass through that hole?
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry.
8
It's
hungry
gonna have
dragons
to
can
be
sit comfortably in
first.
there.
Don't worry. It has to push.
Yeah,
It
you
has to
just...
go in dry.
Or you'd liquefy it and pass it through in a pipe. It's a Tarrasque, it'll be fine. Anyway, everybody's into the extra dimensional space. What do you guys think the extra dimensional space looks like?
a log cabin with snow outside.
Cheery. Didn't think
A
that
bone.
Sarah was into that.
A
Floating
bone
in the white
house.
void.
Read Dagoff's lore then, Chris, or backstory.
Mine's a bone house in the middle of
Yeah,
barren
you know
land.
why she doesn't like pink.
Have
Yeah.
you seen the pictures of the ossuary? I can't remember what it is. Sedlec Ossuary. It's a real place. Just finding you a picture. Something like that, perhaps?
That's neat.
All those skulls used to be people. With thoughts and feelings and dreams, aspirations.
But now they're undead.
Well, the skulls in that picture aren't.
They're just regular dead.
Yeah, they're just regular dead. But they were real people.
Yeah.
So was everyone else who died, but I mean,
You know what diseases are on those?
probably not a lot.
We don't know.
You'd have to ask the people that run Sedlec Ossuary. Anyway,
You know how much
I'm not going to
dust
say
will
what
be there?
my character thinks the extra-dimensional space looks like, because got to have a little mystery, huh?
Oh. So you're a necromancer now. Ooh.
Where?
Well, all the bones.
No, no,
Like
no.
undead.
This is. I thought that's what Hector thought it looked like.
Oh.
I don't know if I'm right. I'm just providing
Let's
images.
repeat it.
Right?
Hold on. Oh, you keep posting these over at Discord. No wonder why I never see what the hell you're doing.
Yeah, sorry, because Discord provides like a
Yeah.
preview, whereas you'd have to
Yeah,
click on
I
it.
haven't my Discord minimized to just see names, the name stalking, because it's
Sure.
distracting otherwise. That actually is probably a lot of things. You've seen stuff like that in Darkhaven, by the way, because there are basically execution sites and people that Other than that, there's some homes that not even vampire homes, but just regular homes that might actually look like that. So you would have seen that before, having come from Darkhaven.
Hmm.
Ditto Mythos.
But anyway, I don't need
But
to
not
drag this out anymore.
Hector, Len, or Sarah.
We've got 8 hours, so we can rest for 8 hours in there.
Can I use this time to change my spellbook a bit?
You mean your spells?
Yeah, my spells.
Yeah, once you rest, you can change your spells.
Maybe.
I'm more scared. How many
What do you mean, maybe?
okay.
So, unlike wizards, clerics prepare their spells at a certain time each day.
Ah.
Usually dawn or dusk, depending on their deity.
Mine is the dude that's evil.
His
It
is
could be
Naru.
midnight. Yeah. But I think that enforcing that's probably a little harsh on Hector.
That's a Chris.
Did you say something? I'm sorry.
That was conviction.
It's midnight and
So
extra.
normally wizards can prepare spells after 8 hours rest. However, clerics firstly need 8 hours rest, and secondly, they prepare spells specifically at a time adjudicated by their deity, generally speaking. Which means that if we just rest 8 hours, the chances of us then waking up in time for Hector to prepare spells, it's not a certainty. Do you care enough about that?
Because right now it's after dark, so
Midnight and extra dimensional space. Or other dimensional space.
It's the name of my sci-fi novel.
Yeah.
So, I would be perfectly happy if we just said that Hector could prepare spells whenever he wants after an 8 hours rest.
There's
Like
actually
a
a magic item that actually warns you when you have to prepare, so you can use it. Like, say you're in a dungeon, you can't tell what time day it is. It's very useful.
What, are you saying that we don't have a mystical sense for how many 6-second time periods we've gone through? That's ridiculous. That's like saying we're incapable of being able to determine to the nearest 1 foot how far anything is away from us.
Well, it'd be
Here.
useful if we're spending months in the Underdark, probably.
That's fair.
So, Grizz, you're rolling.
Oh, I was waiting to hear from Hector, but I thought he was like AFK or something.
I'm right here.
Okay.
He's just quiet.
Were you for dawn or dusk?
I think it's dusk. Because
Which
my
means-
lady's dark.
Which means you're already past that time of day because it already hit dark when you came in here.
We're Hector.
My vote then would be, once we sleep the 8 hours, would be I'd re-prepare my spells, including Rope Trick, and we just Rope Trick again.
Yeah.
Well,
That's fine.
Again, the problem is with the kobolds. Since you came here to rescue kobolds, you've already found 4 of them dead. You don't know how many might still be alive and how many will die during the time it'll take you to, to rest up.
Let them
Yeah.
perish.
I'll be
Look, I
fine.
love kobolds, but I love
How
us
much
more.
health do I
Well,
gain
I
back?
like us
Yeah,
more.
how much health do I gain back? Like,
People, when they take an 8-hour rest, gain back level 8 points and all stats that have been reduced. So if they take damage. Not if they take brain, that normal. And unfortunately, all the cursed wounds will not heal normally.
so
Yeah, you still have cursed wounds.
So 9 hit points is how much you'd heal.
What's this about curse wounds?
Clay golems that hit you.
Oh, that's for you guys.
I was left at 42 damage with
Well, you've already encountered 2 of them, but only one of them got some shots off.
Yeah, and we're still reeling from them.
Yeah, for now on, let me tank the clay golems.
If you want, you can.
Well, for one, I can Ironheart Surge away the cursed wound effect.
Oh my god.
Excellent.
So that means if I get injured, I can, break the curse, like, after battle or during battle, I don't care. Just whenever I use the maneuver, and you can heal me.
Is there a way to get Ironheart Surge to last longer than 1 round?
No.
Damn. So you can't Ironheart Surge, then standard action regenerate Ironheart Surge, standard action regenerate Ironheart, and be constantly
I
immune to
can't.
any given effect.
I can't renew maneuvers the same turn I use the maneuver.
Yeah, but you can prepare the same maneuver twice, right?
Yes. Why would I need 2 Ironheart Surges?
So you could constantly be immune to gravity.
It's bouncing everywhere. Huh?
Let's not break Ironheart Surge and use it in weird ways.
Already broken. Just
He's already dead.
Even
So-
though Ironheart Surge may technically be able to do all this shit, I will not use it for this shit. If gravity's a problem, I won't use it for that. Unless it's artificial gravity, like a gravity spell. In which case I'll just,
Mhm.
answer
Space
that, but
station.
still.
Barrier peaks. So basically, the situation we have, guys, to sum it up, is that we don't have any spells prepared on our healer. Regardless of the fact that everybody else that prepares spells can re-prepare their stuff, which is bad because a lot of people have effectively permanent hit point damage at the moment.
I
A
don't.
lot of people, only Hector does.
And somebody else?
No, they left.
Just
Oh,
like
They
that's
were
fair.
transported away. Yuki transported away.
It's still going to be an issue though because we will have very little in the way of healing. I don't know if
Yeah.
anybody has Cure Light Wounds wands or wands of vigor or whatever, but I presume you don't. So it is dangerous for us to continue
Sarah
on.
does have that one rod, but I think she might be out of charges on it.
No, it just refreshed charges.
How many times can you do that?
It's every day it refreshes its charges, but it only has 3 charges per day.
Wow.
yeah, my ring.
Yeah, so basically I'm limited on my corruption spells, but the rod is
Sure. So the
cleric-
option is we can wait again in order to get the spells on the cleric, or we can carry on with very little spells on, with pretty much no reliable spells on the cleric.
Yeah.
The cleric needs that ring that allows the cleric to cast infinite your wounds.
Yeah, but we don't have that yet.
I could make one of those.
I'll get a bunch of scrolls and stuff later on next time. I didn't know about that.
Oh, with someone who can cast.
Sure, but like even still, hit point damage is not what I'm caring about. We're a group of 8th and 9th level characters. The things that the cleric should be doing is to stop us from dying from all of the other bullshits that can hit us at this level.
You have forged ring.
No.
And how are you gonna make one?
No, you have to ask Mythos, not Valencia.
Even Mythos, you don't need to make a ring, you just make a custom wondrous item.
Who's gonna be my bone claw?
Yeah.
Oh, I was, because I was moving everything in here so that I could move stuff around without you guys seeing.
No, I had the bone claw.
No, because you're all going. You said you all went to the rope trick,
So
Yeah.
which basically means I don't want it. You looking into the corridor for now. So I'm just going to
Okay.
basically say the rope trick's in here.
that's fair.
Easiest way to get that done.
Is there any way we can heal Hector, or do we just put Hector in the backfield for now and give him ranged weapons and stuff?
Can make a bone crossbow.
Making weapons and tools take about.
Yeah, does nobody have a backup ranged weapon?
I don't even have a ranged weapon. Which was a mistake. But
I have my touch attack.
Yeah, you can't give that to somebody else. At least not in the way we want.
Lan, do you have an extra weapon that Hector could use? That's ranged? The only one did that was Yuki, but she's gone.
Wait, range what?
Ranged weapon.
Nope, I have no range weapon. I thought I was taking the maneuver to shoot like little fireballs like for 30 feet for 66 damage, but honestly, after a certain amount of time, that maneuver would have been wasted, and I prefer the flame and fire charge that makes me fly.
It's pretty good.
So I still have my Slade Living spell.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool and all. The issue is you dying, not you being able to kill other people. I'm sure you could.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you guys are for. If it's flying up in the air, I'll just steer and charge his ass and go fly up there and kill it.
Hmm. Stick with my distribution.
It's called a fly and charge for a reason.
Yeah, next level I'll be able to get everybody to fly, pretty much. But not right now, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Okay, just let me know when you guys are done with this rope trick. Done with the 8 hours that you're healing.
Yeah, I mean, I am probably happy to carry on, but I don't know how happy Hector is to carry on with no spells and permanent hit point damage.
I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right then. Anybody else have any objections?
Everyone here?
no
Yeah.
objections.
All right. So Mythos.
Lon, are you here?
Yeah.
Mythos.
I didn't
Are
hear
you?
Lon saying anything. Lon
Yes, he said yes.
Oh, do you not hear him?
No, all I saw was Mythos' indicator go flash up. I didn't see Lon's indicator
Well, I
flashing.
can hear you, but you can't hear him. Apparently.
Moonridge?
Lon.
Weird.
Alex.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now I hear everybody. Okay, cool. I was just staring at my the Discord people, and I was counting the flashes, but I didn't see everybody's flash. All right, you've come down out of your rope trick. Something feels a little off now in this room.
Is it all the corpses?
Well, there's that. They've been mostly eaten. Their armor has been the one that was armored their armor has turned to rust. It was a food source for the rust monsters. And they're pretty much kind of skeletonized, but you count only three bodies in here, and you know, again, at least everybody but Lon knows the minimum amount that a scouting party, let alone 2 scouting parties of these kobolds would be. And then you haven't even found you found less than a single scouting party so far.
Have we searched the kobolds yet?
They have nothing of interest on them. They're pretty much just remains of bodies. These two here, anyway, have absolutely no armor. They were just little scavengers wearing those pouches, but the pouches have been ripped apart and destroyed. The armored one was the only one with anything, and its armor is all complete. Armor and weapon have all been corroded, and, turned into rust and everything like that, and their body's been, torn open and eaten. But there's just enough left of it to identify it as a kobold.
Well, I'm gonna switch my maneuvers around, seeing how we have a chance a little bit.
Ooh, you have dimensional door.
Of course I do.
Yeah, that was what I had prepped yesterday, so I'm going to re-prep the same thing if you're prepping that lot, so we've got coverage. Have you got haste prepped once?
I do have haste prepped.
Yeah, okay.
I keep forgetting, what exactly does dimensional door do?
It's a short-range teleport, and by short we mean like only up to 1,000 feet.
Which means it'll get you through the interior of this dungeon. After 8 hours, you know that you don't have much longer to go before morning, and the ability to leave this dungeon becomes realized. It's not quite morning yet, though.
Mm-hmm. Right. Somebody else will need to do something whilst I. So ostensibly, our leader should decide what we're going to do whilst I prep my spells. I don't want to take your limelight.
Ahem.
Or am I the leader now?
Why don't we send the Bone Claw ahead to trigger some traps?
Probably.
I
Sarah?
say in my Sarah voice.
What?
You hear?
Yeah.
I
They're
usurped your
all waiting
position.
on you.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself, and then I'm going to turn into a troglodyte. So I will enunciate all of my S
do you
sounds.
speak Draconic, or do you just look like a troglodyte? Because you speak Draconic, don't you? You're a
I do speak Draconic,
you're a
but
wizard
also,
type, so.
presuming that Trogs speak Draconic is racist.
I was just reading it off the guide at one point.
Oh.
It was either that or like some sort of undercommon or their own primitive language. It said something like that. Not
They probably do
uncommon,
speak Draconic, but
something else. Lizard folk
I
speak
don't-
Draconic. Kobolds speak Draconic.
Yeah.
All right.
Trogs speak Draconic. Maybe I am the racist. Right, I've cast 2 spells already.
All right. Let's put you guys into turn order. Everybody, roll initiative.
I'm going to cast my 3rd spell.
And Sarah, since you keep using the Bone Claw to search for stuff, please put the Bone Claw on initiative. Fluffy and Dagoth rolled the same initiative.
Great having a nerve skitter that lasts all day.
Oh, sure, I'll get
There
it.
we go. Shoot.
Doesn't Mythos gain back some more HP from resting?
Yeah, I did.
Already got it's 1 HP per hit dice, isn't it?
Unless you
I
have
love my low rolls when it comes to initiative every fucking time.
That means
Like,
Sarah
there's
gets
nothing
to
wrong
move
with my
first.
initiative. I actually have a fine bonus, but I just roll so low every time.
if you want to, I'd be happy to delay my initiative down to 8. I'm an
I'm
incantatrix,
good.
which means I benefit from acting after everybody else anyway.
Sarah.
Not that you'd know I'm an incantatrix, because I never need to use the abilities, but
So the question is, what are we
Tried
fighting?
a couple times, but
why do I have 4 hearts on my character?
I have no idea.
You're double time lord.
I'm like Link. Rips open chest cavity, puts another heart in there.
Jesus, that's terrifying.
I'll find the picture.
You're under a charm spell for 4 turns.
Oh, I see.
I guess I'm another Alep. Just have it scout around for us.
No.
No.
Don't summon anything that has, like, an aura of insanity associated with it.
How about we send that Bone Claw?
Oh,
Then-
Sarah and Democlad no longer move on the same turn. So, Sarah, what would you like to do?
Boom.
As soon as you head down there, the first thing you notice is the shadows seem to have moved into the door area. They're very thick. You can't even see through them.
Well, that means it's a tight squeeze. The shadows.
What's above us?
The same ceiling as before. Nothing seems to have changed about it.
Alright.
But only Sarah is currently observing this. Sarah, is there anything
Guys.
you'd like to do before I turn the turn over to Hector?
Hmm.
The answer is no.
No, I'm thinking of something.
Well, then think quickly, because other people are waiting
Okay.
on you.
I guess I will end my tongue then.
Hector!
Bitch is impatient.
Sorry to rush you, but
Bitch is
remember, when you
impatient.
hold up the group, you are holding up, like, 5 other people's evenings.
Okay, Hector.
Afternoons.
Yeah, I'm moving.
Well, it is evenings here too, but you're like late night, so
It's
Nice.
1:15.
Yeah, it's 20, 30, 15, 6 right there.
You're gonna double move?
No, that's my regular movement.
move
Oh,
first,
yeah, I
and
forgot
then,
about
then save.
You walk blindly into the darkness.
You can only move one direction, and I'll tell you things.
See one direction now?
Move single move first, and then I'll tell you. As you can see, that's like what Sarah now sees, is that there is a very thick shadow now in front of your doorway. You can't see what's casting it. Even your dark
I'm
vision
dead.
is not succeeding through it.
True darkness.
I'm not even getting pizza. Fuck that. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
I would suggest that it's actually false darkness, and that true darkness is penetrated by dark vision, almost by definition.
Magical darkness rather than.
Valencia, you trog.
Wow.
Okay.
Now your turn, since Hector seems to have run back up there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I can just about make out bits and pieces. Should I be able to do that, or should it be a solid, like, line?
Yes, you should still be able to
Okay.
see a little tiny bit of the snag of the corridor, but you can tell the shadow is pretty much blocking the majority of it.
Alright, I'm going to cast Detect Magic. It'll take me 3 rounds to be able to see anything, but
Okay. Put a little indicator on you, indicating how many rounds till it casts.
gotcha. So it casts, but it takes 3 rounds to focus, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, just show me an indicator on there so I know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see what one is appropriate.
Yeah, unless everybody
First
in the
round.
party wants to lay past Valencia without looking at what they're looking at.
I've got bleeding eyes! Oh!
Fluffy!
Just in case of protection for the ladies.
The bone claw's currently okay. There we go. Because that over there is a wall. This here is just a.
Yeah,
this
I don't
is
know why I was
darkness.
able to. I don't know why I was able to get
Can
on
you
top of
shrink
it.
him so he's like 2x2 and really fat and squat in the picture? 2x1 rather.
More like that. Should he be more
Oh
like
no,
that, or
the other way around. So he's like super wide.
Oh my god, don't be an... That's terrible.
No, but I mean, should he be like this, really? Because is he more like tall than large?
He's 2x2.
Yeah, he's still 2x2.
Alright.
The little
Dagoth.
jest.
Is this a wall right next to Sarah?
He's a BBB.
Up here, yes. And down below, yes.
So, like, can you go right there?
Yes. It basically looks like something collapsed from above at some point and kind of sprawled around there. Mythos.
Alright, seeing as Val already has the whole detect magic shtick going on for now, I'll just move to the back, I guess.
Oh,
And-
you're in the darkness in the wall.
Is that still a wall, or is that too close? I don't know.
There.
Whatever.
there you go. Like I said, because I did this on RPG Maker, it doesn't all line up.
I guess I'll just have a magic missile ready, I guess, just in case.
Lon. Well, I guess if Lon isn't here, Sarah can go again.
All right, so my turn now. What's going
Yeah.
on here?
Are you gonna move?
I move here, and I guess I go full defensive because I don't see anything still. What am I looking at?
That's part of the problem with them. I just know that the darkness has moved. Which means
You guys want me to throw a sun? You guys want me to throw a sun rod down there?
Does sunrods produce bright light?
Does it produce
Yep,
daylight?
very bright light.
Does it produce daylight?
That's the spell.
Light, daylight,
alchemical-
magical
it's a-
light. What does it
It's a alchemical light.
do? Okay.
Think of them like road flares, but a lot better
Alright.
and work in addition.
Sarah.
I'm gonna wait till after Val.
Alright, do you guys all wish to wait for Val? For
I'm
detect
keeping my magic missile ready. But yeah.
Because we can
All right,
just
so
wait.
it's the second turn of detect magic, which means not only can I detect the presence or absence of magical auras within the 60-foot cone in front of me, but I can also see the number of different magical auras and the power of the most potent aura in front of me.
Okay. You see a very, very strong aura coming off of Sarah, of course.
Yeah.
Some magic coming off of Dagoth, and a very strong aura coming off of that darkness in front of you.
Okay. So would you say it's like faint, moderate, strong, or overwhelming? Overwhelming, for reference, is deity level effects.
Definitely not deity. I guess it is stronger than Sarah's aura.
Okay, so it's moderate or strong. I haven't got it yet.
Yeah.
I'll get better information later. So the darkness itself is magical in nature. We kind of knew that already, hopefully.
Yeah. More so than
Can
the
magic darkness be
fighting.
cancelled out with a higher level light spell?
Sure, if you know any. I bet the cleric could have prepared some. Else we go into the dark. I don't have much new information here. I'm not going to waste time if people want to take turns, but I will try and conceive of a method by which we can carry on.
Okay.
Well,
Does
I-
anybody have
I-
any
I
ideas they wish to try before we go back to Val's next turn of detect magic?
Skeletal.
I suggest you guys let me throw a Sunrod in there, see if that does anything.
Let's
Sure.
wait until we get more information, though, because if he's able to crack out down more information, that's better for us.
All right.
But does anybody else have anything they wish to try, regardless of what Sarah just said?
Oh, I'm fine just waiting. I mean, let's just wait.
All right. So,
Okay, so we're just gonna wait again for Val's
Gotcha.
turn. So
So,
now you're at
third-
3.
yeah. Oop, 3. Third turn comes around, which means that detect magic determines the strength and location of each aura. The items or creatures bearing the auras are in line of sight. You can make spellcraft skill checks to determine the school of magic involved in each. So,
Okay,
shall I make a spellcraft check?
sure.
I don't care about anybody else's stuff. I only care about the aura that is not associated with any of the party members. Presuming it's only one aura. It might be multiple. Just going to make a spellcraft check in a sec. Don't know if you know about my spellcraft checks, but they're a thing. Oh, no,
Ooh.
natural 1. I'm
You-
cursed.
you-
This
you
is the
have a-
second natural 1 on a spellcraft I've made in 2 sessions.
Well, as you try to peer at the darkness, you suddenly find yourself having a massive headache and can't think straight. You got the information that you needed,
Yeah.
however, your brain is not processing it properly right now. It's almost as if
Okay.
you can't articulate it. I don't know if you've ever had this problem. I know I have this problem sometimes. Like, I'll know something, but I know it, but then my brain will just not produce the information whatsoever that I need in order to communicate it to anybody else, and that gets hella frustrating. So I don't know how many people actually suffer from that sort of thing or not.
Sure.
Everybody, or only a small percentage of the population.
Yeah, so it's like a verbal block.
Yeah, that's another sense.
I'm
express
digging into
it.
my I'm digging into my pack or my jacket pocket where my bag of holding is, and I have 5 sun rods. So if these are useful for this, I have plenty of them.
So a sun rod, I've just checked. It's basically like a 150% power version of the ever-burning torch I have. So it's better, certainly. I'd appreciate it, but I don't know that it'll do anything that we're not already doing.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
Not
so.
that I should try it,
wait,
just that I don't know that
GM
much.
shouldn't tell you anything.
Yeah.
I also have smoke sticks if we need a smoke screen.
I think that would only make things worse.
Yeah, if you're
Come on,
feeling,
skeletal room it up.
so somebody else does want to try something.
Bird. Do it. It's Boneclaw's turn next. If not, I'm gonna have my own skeleton Leroy Jenkins right through.
So we're just gonna go into the darkness.
Jenkins.
You spend your stuff.
Firing a magic missile at the darkness.
I can't hear. Sorry, I couldn't hear any of that.
You can't.
That's what it
have
was.
Fluffy and Dag have to lay after Mythos, so Mythos could summon a
Alright,
skeleton.
I guess I'm summoning a skeletal Roomba.
Okay.
Next turn. So, if we're all waiting, what, even more turns?
Yeah.
Alright,
I can produce like bright enough lights to blind people for a very short period. Like I can glitter dust, but I don't think that's going to fight the shadows back in a useful
Mythos,
fashion.
what do you wish to do?
I'm gonna summon a just little dumb skeleton, and
Okay.
he's just gonna walk through and
That'll take a turn. Does everybody want to delay past that?
Yeah. Guess so.
Yeah.
Okay. Skeleton
I'm afraid.
appears. Let's see now. Let's see what the effects are going to be on this. Alright, you're going to hate this. You hear a booming chuckle coming from there, followed by a sudden intake of breath, followed by... Oh, let's see. I knew I wrote down what the roll was for this. Let me double check to see if it's on the sheet.
I am glad I am not in those squares in front of you guys.
Actually, the only one who's safe is Hector.
Yeah.
The rest of you kind of pretty much all just kind of stacked right up.
Yeah, but look where we are. Like where I am in the Bone Knight. We have a wall.
Assuming it's not a cone.
It
the cone
is a
goes
cone. Yep, and it's a 40-foot cone, and there's 30 feet of. There's only 30 feet here.
It's right there. Oh,
Okay, a cone of shadows just comes spewing out of the darkness, engulfing everyone.
fuck.
Who's up for another nap?
Okay. Oh, you'll get half damage if you can reflex for 24 DC.
Oh, good lord.
Nobody's gonna make that.
Yeah, you can make it on a 20.
I can make it.
I can make it on an 18.
And please remember, the GM can be very evil sometimes.
I can make it on a 19.
I'll give you a little hint. Next time you see a dark patch, do a spot check on it.
What was DC again?
DC is 24 for reflex.
Ah,
Hold on, I need to, let's see if his actual roll.
Cone of Shadows.
Shadows.
What kind of damage is that?
It's going to be negative levels.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Oh wait, I'm
Fine.
resistant.
Billowing smoky shadows with an energy. Yeah, that's right. Sarah's resistant. She gets an energy drain effect. It's negative energy. Energy drain effect. No, it's no, it's energy drain effect. You're immune to energy drain effect. Creatures
Shadow
with
dragon.
prone against number of negative levels indicated on the table by age. Saving throws to remove the negative level is given on table. Which page is that on? Remove that
Shadow
save
dragons
save-
are the worst of all the dragons. Right, dickbags. Best half dragon.
Do I need to make it for my undead too?
Yes.
Alright,
Where's my
negative level.
Unless they are immune to like an
Undead are immune to negative levels.
Oh, sweet. Then you're undead are fine.
Am I in range? of-
Well, I know I'm
Yours
doing
gonna
on my
look-
turn.
Well, I know what Sarah's gonna threaten that shadow.
Wait, do I have to do it too?
No, Hector, you're out of the range.
Yeah, you're safe. Because you're the only one that's safe from that. I'm just trying to remember where the table it's on.
One spell or spell slot from the highest spell level castable. Okay.
Yeah. Because it's like
There's a good
for some
chance
reason-
all of our fourth circle spells drop off, by the way, Mythos.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. It's because I keep forgetting it. You have to go look at the True Dragon page on. That was like really difficult for actually creating the shape for this thing.
It's not a true dragon. Well, okay.
Yes,
It
it qualifies
not
as a True Dragon.
Yeah, it's not a monster manual true dragon.
So
Well,
is
I
it
mean,
I
you
have
have
a
to-
horde?
okay.
Can we get the horde?
I'm more worried about dying.
Yeah.
Space Switch. Where's the?
Quick, everybody get into the rope trick again.
I haven't prepared rope trick. Jesus, what do you think I am?
Well, it was
Yeah.
apparently sitting there waiting for you, observing you during that, and then you set a monster after it. So of course it was going to not be happy about that. Oh, that's right. That was
It's
just
like a
the-
level 1/3. It's like
It
sending a
doesn't
rat after
say-
someone.
Sure.
No, it
But
decided
if you
that,
would, like,
that you hadn't even bothered trying to talk to it or see that it's there. Instead, you're just kind of standing in front of it. Suddenly, you threw a skeleton at it. It was tired of you. It decided instead of attempting to talk to you, it was just going to breathe the cone of shadows at you.
that's fair.
I'm just trying to figure out where the hell I thought I had that whatever it did listed on there, but it's not. It just says levels indicated on Shadow Dragon by age table.
Do you want me to look it up?
Yeah, hold on. I'm just trying to figure out which age. Because I'm looking at the age table. I'm just trying to figure out where this qualifies as. Oh, wait. That's what the 3 is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see. That's why.
3 negative levels.
Yeah, that's 3 negative levels.
Right.
It's an adult.
Okay.
Well, you've got a swarm of shadows hanging around outside. Of course, there's going to be shadow dragons. What do you think?
I mean, dragon
What?
not follow us down here, maybe?
You don't know. There's
So,
terrible things nesting.
Everyone
in
loses 5 hit points, firstly. Per negative level, so 15.
except for Sarah, who's immune to the
Yeah.
energy drain effects.
I was
Right.
gonna ask, why the hell did you do that?
Apparently, it has moved
It's-
off. It's no longer there. 1 second, let me fix the dynamic lighting. The blended shadows that it had pulled up around itself seem to have gone. I'll just delete that. Seem to have completely gone away now that as the cone of shadows fades from around your vision. It seems to be gone now.
Alright.
Evidently, it was being playful and decided that it might not be able to take you all, or who knows what it was thinking. All you know for certain is that it laughed at you when it when it breathed cone of shadows at you.
Yeah, let's see how. Let's see it laugh when I cut off its head and mount it on my new blacksmith shop.
Alright,
From the
yeah.
GM perspective, I was looking at it and going. I set up this encounter when there was 3 more of you, so I don't think, and 3 more of you plus the healer had spell it could heal things. Right now, you're way too far down to be tackling a shadow dragon.
Just make it a little bit younger.
We could talk
Yep.
to it.
Sorry, I already have the age based on what it's doing down here.
So wait, did we get hit by the cone or did we not?
Yeah, everybody
You
in that
hit-
con got hit.
you lost 3 levels. That's what I was reading. That's what that 3 is.
All right, Einhard Surge. Once my turn comes around, I'm fine.
Yep, fair enough.
Let's see.
Funny.
Yeah, your skeleton Roomba is still
Yep,
there.
there we go.
Okay, I'm gonna have on my turn. I'm gonna use detect magic, and I'm just gonna concentrate on it. Well,
Nothing's
well, I
there
have
now. It's all apparently it left while you guys were dealing with the shadows.
no,
Fluffy.
just in case we run into it again.
Okay.
Wait. We are in combat turns. It breathes
Yeah.
an attack and then just teleports out.
It has dimension door. That's what I
Yeah,
was
but it
doing.
doesn't have these turns.
Yeah,
If you breathe,
that's a
you can't
standard
cast a spell.
action.
No, well, I basically kind of figured it. You guys were taking a turn, taking up the effects, but
Oh no! If that thing's right in front of us, we're gonna kick its ass real quick before we get rid of it.
Yeah, come on. I'm getting revenge, buddy.
This is the bit where the players buy into their own deaths, but sure, why not?
This is the part where the GM says that
I'm paranoid content.
you still wouldn't be able to see past the shadows that are in front of it in order to hit it in the first place. It clearly can see all of you.
I don't
it
need
would
to. I can
probably
throw
kill you
fireball.
guys, or at least several of you, before it took off.
I'm willing
Took
to
off,
bet that
so-
Dagoth and the Bone Claw could kill it.
Oh.
Honestly, I am.
Anyways, okay, the thing pussied out. We have to deal with that.
The problem
You know
that we're
what-
going to
you know what
have
happened?
is that if we fail the follow-up save in a day's time, like, we could all be down 3 levels.
Permanently?
Yeah, permanently.
That's what negative levels do.
Mm.
And that means, therefore, that we need to get Hector to prepare the stuff that cleanses us before the 24 hours comes out, so he's going to be out for the next day as well.
Wait, he does the spells at dawn. It's barely midday.
No, he does the spells at
Alright.
dusk. And it's
yeah,
not
we
even
have
morning.
time.
It's not even dawn yet. It's not quite dawn yet.
So we had to wait till dusk, but it would still come before the next save.
Yeah.
This
It
is
just
why,
means
as soon
that-
as possible, I put Soulfire on my armor.
If you can afford it, great job.
My Artificer could, because he could make it, but my Warblade couldn't.
Yeah. Right, so Mythos and I have both lost all of our fourth circle spells.
Yeah.
Because we lose our highest castable spell for each negative level we have. We've all lost 15 current and maximum hit points, I believe. Maybe not maximum. But yeah, we've all lost 15 hit points. We're all at -3 to everything we roll.
Not all of us.
Well, yeah, Ironheart Surge being what it is, and people
And the
who
guy
are
above us
undead.
who didn't get hit at all.
Yeah, but he's got his own problems. Anyway, I am happy to carry on. However, I am likewise. I think that our move should be to just, leave, as it were, back into the hole and heal up. That's how serious an issue I think this is.
Yeah.
Negative levels ain't nothing to fuck with.
Let's go take a nap and let Hector heal us. Hector, you are important to us.
Who thinks we shouldn't do that?
You guys could stay, and then we could just have Scout out, and then have the Bunclon Dagoth fight whatever's ahead.
Yeah, which is what we've been doing all this time, I think you'll note.
Yeah.
But,
The GM has already made note of the fact that if you do that with NPCs, you don't gain very much experience points from anything you destroy.
So because we have reason to believe that there is a not young, like not noticeably young shadow dragon in existence in this dungeon, like there is no chance we will attempt, like there is no good chance that we will find any of the kobolds alive, in my mind. Now, whether that's true or not is not.
Kobolds and dragons do get along.
Not always. I mean,
Not
it's
true.
more like terrorize the kobolds into gimme your crap, little minions.
Sarah's done that with the goblins up, in earlier part of this area. That's how she
So what
did
you're
it.
saying is this shadow dragon is a racist. I see.
No, what I'm saying is that Sarah managed to convince those the goblins to follow, and then intimidated the hobgoblins into surrendering, and had the goblins tie them up, along with you guys.
Ah, I realize what we should have done.
What?
This is going to be problematic, though. So I think Gris is under the assumption that it's the player's duty to ask for spot checks every time.
Oh, yeah, that's...
So what we're going to do is every round, we finish every round with, and then ask for a spot check.
Alright.
Because this is what Gris has asked us to
That
do.
would have also helped you against the carrion crawler that dropped out of the sky on top of Hector earlier.
Those things weren't even a trouble, though.
Yeah.
Sure.
True.
Those things.
But
The more trouble with
basically,
the lightning trap.
Basically, you would have had the chance of noticing the fact that there was more than just darkness swimming in the darkness. If you had done a
sure,
spot
but
check.
that's your job. I'm sorry. We
That's-
can't know these things. They're explicitly hidden from us. There was a shadow in the way. So it's your
Yeah,
job,
that's
if you
why-
think there's a chance we can see something, to ask us for the spot check.
See,
Otherwise,
I think that anytime
we will end up. Otherwise, we will end up saying spot check for everything in existence.
Yeah. Well, that's what you're supposed to do. You see weird things
No,
running around. That's where spot checks come in handy.
It's I feel like it's personally players search check, DM spot checks. That's the rule of thumb.
Well, it doesn't even matter.
We hadn't really been playing that way before, but I can work on doing that from now on.
It doesn't even matter with that respect, though. The issue is that you are training us to make the game take longer for no reason.
Yeah.
So we will now, presumably, if we fear that there is a dragon or in fact anything, we will end every turn or start every turn by asking for a spot check, which you should know will make you really fucking annoyed after the 407th time, possibly before then. But because you're not asking us for spot checks, we have no reason to believe that they're ever going to not be
No.
there.
I almost never ask anybody for spot checks because I figured that's their
No.
it's player responsibility to pay
But
attention
because
to
it's
what I'm saying is around you, and asking for spot checks to be more for better details. Unless you will
Sure.
want me to roll every single turn to see if you're actually spotting something in secret, because I can do that. I've done that before.
If you're happy doing that.
I mean, Sarah's been here the longest. She used to ask for spot checks plenty of times, and so I was kind of surprised that nobody bothered rolling a spot check on these weird shadows that were in front of you. I kind of mentioned that several times, expecting somebody to roll a spot check.
See, I
So
thought
you
the Lupin would be closer. So he
Ah.
has a automatic smell.
Yeah, he
But
kind of
since
ran
he didn't-
away.
Yeah, because anything that's around him, even if it's hiding, he gets an automatic scent. Oh wait, the dragon would have been in its scent race because it goes up to 60 feet.
We would have been able to possibly hear the dragon. It's a dragon.
You were in the rope trick at the time.
No, when we came down.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know.
Whilst I spent the
We
3
waited
turns
for
looking
like
at it.
10 turns.
It was basically just sitting there quietly watching you.
Also, we know that the dragon doesn't have any magic items or current spell effects on it, because I would have seen those.
So
That is true.
Yeah, just have the illusion spell in front of it.
But Hector would have got a smell check automatically.
It doesn't
Yes.
matter.
You guys
I'm
want me
happy.
to ruin this where? I mean,
Yeah, I'm happy, at least for the first few sessions. Now we're going to go forward saying spot check on everything.
yeah,
That is what we've learned, right?
that is what we've learned.
Cool.
All right,
We sleeping?
are we? Yeah, I'm for sleeping. I've got 3 negative levels. Screw kobolds. 3 negative levels.
The
You can
question
always try to find a
arises.
way back out of the dungeon and go back and resupply if you want at this point.
Yeah.
Because if you're saying
Yeah, that's a
kobolds,
possibility.
that's about the same. You can always go back and find since the
Yeah,
sun
but
will
we
be
thought
up
we
by the
weren't
time you get
having-
back out of the dungeon.
Yeah,
I don't care.
That's the other reason you hadn't
Uh,
left earlier.
I'm just going to check to make sure whether or not we actually have the ability to heal our negative levels, because remember, that bar spell costs diamonds. And if we don't have diamonds, we ain't casting it.
It needs a cleric, correct?
Yes.
Well, the Bone Glow has that summoning crystal. You probably
So basically, the minute Hector gets injured, we throw him to the wayside and get a new one.
Well, what I'm
You're
saying
out.
is that you don't you won't be able to use it in the dungeon, but once you get back to the Citadel, you should be able to use the crystal to call up and get a cleric, for the town, or a priestess, something like that, for the town that will then kill your negative
A
energy
cleric?
damage. Not
A
sorry,
cleric
negative
would
level.
try to
Material.
smite me. Grizz.
What?
The cleric would try to insta-smite me.
Do
Not
you
if
go
it's
to the
neutral
cleric?
or evil. But
So we need to be
Yeah.
very specific.
the problem with that, though, Grizz, is that you're trying to do this whole simulationist thing where the world is living and breathing. So presumably that means that the town cleric generates diamonds somehow.
Well, you got all see. That's why you need to find the kobolds, because the kobolds can bring you diamonds.
Not in 24 hours, I bet. Straight up fucked.
The surviving kobolds might have diamonds on them, for all you know, if there are
That's
surviving
true.
kobolds.
Unless Grizz allows myself to channel negative energy through everybody so when the second effect happens,
We're all undead.
no, you guys would be immune to the effect.
I mean, if you wanna do some bounce the communications off the deflector dish, then sure.
That's if Grizz will allow that, though.
What other effects will take place if that happens?
I would have to keep concentration, and if I don't, then they lose their level.
Do you
So
guys
yeah, we
wish
need.
to attempt this?
Not right now. So we need, for every person that was hit and affected, which is only the 2 of us because Ironheart Surge, need 100 gold piece worth of diamonds.
So that's 200 gold.
But you don't currently have diamonds on any of you, I don't think.
Sarah's jewelry, but I don't think they'll cost that much.
Oh, I wondered if they're there. Hello.
I mean, I'd
Remember-
rather not lose 10,000 experience, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of experience to lose.
I mean, I would prefer rerolling this character, well, rerolling a different character, basically at that point. Unless, of course, because then the lowest level party members would be level 6. I would then reroll as a level 6. Oh my god. Horrendous.
Well, at that point, everybody would have to agree to re-roll. Everybody affected has to agree to re-roll, and to believe their current characters, survive.
Yeah. We'd get worse over time.
And then
Ah, well.
you can always bring them back to their original level after whatever character you're playing, gets killed off by something. That's how I roll it if you want to.
But I like the party I like everybody in the party, and we all have some basis covers except for Hector right now, since he's got beat up pretty bad. I'm still trying to recover. Basically, Hector's has broken legs and all that, but he's using crutches to still keep up with us.
So we don't have access to restoration. We need to, within the next 24 hours, find some diamonds and get Hector to prepare restoration twice. Otherwise, there's a good chance both me and Mythos lose between 1 and 3. levels.
Do you think I could sepia snake sigil us both into being paralyzed to give us an extra 2 to 5 days?
Hmm.
I mean, that
think-
costs.
So we
500.
can polymorph ourselves into creatures with a lot more constitution than we have as well. But like, let's not.
Isn't it a will save for?
No, it's constitution. Before we try that nonsense, we should. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, slowing the game down. I apologize.
No, it's all right. We're trying to figure out how to.
This is a bit of a thing.
You're brainstorming over here. Brainstorming is
Hate
good.
being ambushed by dragons. It happens so often in the games I play in.
Because my concentration is tell you. But here,
Yeah, I'd lost most of that, Sarah.
Oh.
To be fair, even if we only lose like one level, that's still big because that means that a restoration brings us back up to the exact minimum we'd need to be at level 8. So we lose everything we've done since we started, experience-wise.
Get XP, level up, and then I don't know what. Try to.
It's a hassle, dang it. So I think that basically we need to leave and try and get diamonds. I am sorry. If you guys think that we should not do that, you're perfectly welcome to put that idea forward. However,
I offered what if Grizz would allow what I could do. I could try
What?
to do.
What would you like to do?
Flow Sarah's negative energy because it's negative energy resistant. And for the negative energy, also for one thing, is makes me immune to the level drain. If Sarah could try to channel that, if you would allow that, to help them succeed in not taking that other penalty. But if, like I said, I still have a fail chance because I would suggest I should use concentration.
So, tell me exactly what you wish to do. And what
Because-
success will be.
This, because since I give this negative energy resistance, and that also makes me immune
your
to those-
negative energy resistance doesn't make you immune to energy drain, so you've also lost 3 levels at the moment.
No, I took reduce because I made the save.
Sure, what happens when you make the save on a Shadow Dragon's Breath?
Half
You
levels.
lose half, which means you lost 1 level.
Okay, so you've only lost 1 level.
Hmm.
It's the undead who are immune.
And you get +4 to the follow-up save to not lose the level permanently, which is nice. But you're not immune, unfortunately. So we need 300 gold's worth of diamonds.
Hey,
Was there-
Thorin! Hey, Thorin, Miss GM Fiat, do you have any diamonds on you? Let's.
You hear
let's
no
ask
response
her.
from her. She
Can we
has
use
not
the-
appeared.
Can we use the rock to summon her?
Probably not, since apparently she made the rock. But if you go
How
back
about
to the
a
Citadel,
small
you might be able to
diamond
find her.
Let's fight a small diamond elemental. Maybe that'll work.
If only they were so common.
Wait, aren't there diamond elementals on some? I remember some sort of gem elementals from somewhere.
Adventure Quest, perhaps?
I was about to say
That
that
too.
all I can think of right now is Steven Universe. Where you're saying that.
Oh, Mythos. You played Adventure Quest. I'm sorry.
Oh, back in the day. What was that little? The little? I don't even remember what they were, but the little red thing with the weird-looking little things. Whatever.
Frogzards.
Oh yeah, Frogzards too. Frogzard Hunter. Ah, that makes me nostalgic. That's like RuneScape for me. So I did play plenty of RuneScape itself.
Yep. Sorry. I think we need to leave. If
Yeah.
we can't get a hold of Thorn, we have to go out and talk to kobolds and say, "Sorry, we found some corpses. Here are some of them. They're all dead."
Place
Help
was
us.
Even too hard, was even too strong for us. We're gonna need to get some more people in here.
There was a fucking ambush dragon.
Well, think of it this way: kobolds are very good breeders.
Yeah.
We don't need more.
Yeah, but you don't know the story behind these kobolds yet.
Anyway, so
if you
we're
come
Come back
gonna
down here later.
It's because you haven't even seen the landscape of the Nexus yet. Then you maybe you'll understand.
I guess this and just scrap then. For now.
Ironically, it was ironically, I actually made them like that by accident, not realizing that. Wait a second, that's actually makes sense in this setting that way. But I'll wait till you see the setting.
Yeah, so
We're scrapping
I'm
this
looking-
dungeon.
I'm perfectly happy coming back to this dungeon directly after getting healed at these negative levels and having Hector heal all of his hit points. But that'll be like 4 days' time.
Yeah.
Good
So
thing you
all the
guys
kobolds will be
destroyed-
dead, but that's fine.
Good thing you already destroyed that lightning trap, because it would have rearmed by then. Yeah, the kobolds will probably be dead, and you'll have to talk to the kobolds, the kobolds that you have in the city, in a way that'll keep them from not liking you anymore. Explain to them
It's
what
not
happened
armed.
here.
The fact, those kobolds have no shit.
Yeah,
They
what
can't
are they
take
trying to
that.
pin on us? Kobolds from another tribe that we've never seen before?
No. My point was that it's like they asked you for help, and
Yes,
you
and we
also
gave them the
explained-
help the best we could,
Yeah.
so they can't
No,
have
so
shit.
basically,
so.
Sarah, basically just smooth. You can just smooth talk them over, and I'll.
Should we pick
I'll
up
get
these
that.
corpses and bring them back for burial or eating or whatever it is kobolds do with their dead?
Sure, why not?
Do you guys just want me to pick up your tokens and move you?
Yeah.
That's the easiest.
Unless we get ambushed as we go out by a shadow dragon.
I'm
Yeah,
deciding
yeah,
to be
totally.
nice and not allow that to happen.
Whew.
I'm not going to be nice. I'm going to litter some explosive runes on my way out.
Oh, come on.
I have tons of them. I made them
Don't
on
do
a-
it. Don't do it. If you do that,
guys.
it'll cause a cave-in, probably, and we won't be able to get back down here again
Yeah,
for the
that's
sweet
actually
loots.
true.
Because remember, we
Probably
came down
will.
here, killed all these dudes, and got 0 gold.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's because the gold had been eaten by the rust monsters, taken by that dragon, or wasn't there to begin with.
We'll come back for that dragon.
Maybe it was scavenged by kobolds, but you didn't find any in the kobolds' bodies that you just found.
Your lair lives another day, Shadow Dragon.
Okay.
But mark my word,
How do we find the shadow dragon in the future to
Well,
enact
we
our
explode
revenge?
the whole thing.
I'm
I'm going to nuke it all.
I'm gonna find
Nuke it
out
to
just
the
how many first. I'm gonna count up how many new slaves you've taken.
Oh, yeah.
That'll tell you just how much CR you've
Thank you.
gained. It's on page. Come on. Here we go. I'm just doing that in pencil. Good. Let's see. You gained. There you go. Okay. I assume you're going to allow the people that voluntarily joined you to be citizens, right?
He
Yeah.
will be branded, and I will take a piece of his blood. So I note that down.
Yeah. So you're taking his. That's okay. They're taking the one guy's blood. Lon's blood. So gather up everybody who voluntarily
Is Lan giving his blood over to your character?
I don't even know what she wants my blood for.
It's for insurance policy, so if you die and your body's evaporated or consumed, we still have a vial of your blood.
Yeah, it's basically how they revive. How they'll revive you.
Oh, that sounds neat. Fine.
Oh, whatever.
I said neat. Fine. Whatever.
No, Valencia. Have fun with your
Okay.
negative love.
Just making sure that
Have fun with
everybody
yours.
Yeah, my only one.
who isn't currently dead, imprisoned. I'm just counting. Okay, we've got the goblins over here. Okay, so you gained 6 more goblin citizens, so you're up to 9. You gained 2 wargs. Your first wargs is actual people / animals joining. And you gained 4 hobgoblins, your first hobgoblins to actually join your city.
So where do I put my things, people?
I'll show you in a sec. As for your prisoners, you gained 3 hobgoblin prisoners, taking you up to 4 hobgoblins. No more
The
wargs.
bugbear.
Yeah. 4 goblin prisoners who didn't join you voluntarily. And a bugbear. So you can decide later what you wish to do with them.
But
Alright.
first, we're not going to worry about those right away. We're going to worry about getting our negative levels fixed.
Yes. Alright, and give me a minute also to figure out your XP, but I want to show you the Nexus first. Alright, Len, since you appeared inside of a building and then got transported into yet another building, which would actually be this building over here, you have not seen what the Nexus looks like yet. As you step outside the door, once it becomes safe in daylight, which you probably don't realize why they are locked inside at nighttime, because nobody's told you yet. You notice that you're basically inside of a ruined city. Looks like it's been in ruins for a very long time, possibly as many as 1,000 years. You see a bunch of prisoners, goblins, hobgoblins, a bugbear, and 2 wargs, prisoners plus apparently new people who have joined up with
Wargs?
these guys. Wargs. Yep, 2 wargs. The wargs, at least you think that they're wargs, are completely hairless, and in fact all of them are all hairless for some reason. And they have these weird lesions across their skin. All 4 of those types of creatures. Also, you notice
They look diseased. I'm keep my distance for them.
yeah, they're apparently not diseased. They just look like something's wrong. You also see several shadows apparently falling into step with Sarah and one with Hector. And there is 2 really, really freaky creatures with Sarah, which Sarah can now describe to you.
The drowned?
No, the spawn.
Oh, yeah, the 2 Spinoculesi.
Because as you're leaving the tower.
Have them escorted. She's just going to demand them. We need to hurry.
Yeah, just describe them to Lon, because this is Lon
Basically,
seeing them for the first time.
They're thin, but their mouths and eyes are constantly moving with maggots and worms crawling through them.
That's disgusting.
Yep. Spawn of
they-
Caius.
Yeah, as they can still speak, though. Or one of them can. It's hilarious.
Worm food.
So basically, you've played Fallout, right? Lon?
Yeah, I'm half dragon. Remember?
No, you've played the game Fallout, the series.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I was really heavily playing Fallout 4 when I was designing this. Independently, I was coming up with an idea for what the Kobold tribe here was gonna be like. Then, as I was designing the city, I was thinking to myself, okay, well, I've got these raider goblins who are basically like the raiders from Fallout there. I've got all these little scavenger people wandering around. They're kind of like the little citizens. I wonder what the kobolds fall into. Then it suddenly hit me. Oh my god. They're the Brotherhood of Steel. So, these are not your typical kobolds you're dealing with. You're dealing with the kobold equivalent to the Brotherhood of Steel. Although they actually are more of a matriarchy, so they'd actually be like the Shield Sisters and everything. But they're basically arranged into groups inside their various clans with, shield bearers who are, heavy armor and weapons, little scout people who are like initiates, and scholarly types, like the scribes. So, like, they're more than just the normal average little kobolds that you typically run into. These guys have been surviving for a long time where everybody else has been basically just, basically they've been thriving for a long time where everybody else has just basically been surviving tooth and nail. The kobolds have come out on top.
Oh yeah, of course the cola will come out on top.
Hello, people.
Hey, Hookover!
What's up?
We got wrecked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't worry, your character's fine. Thorn decided to kidnap you in Sunset for a bit, for a little bit of fun, maybe some, just,
Oh.
quote unquote girl time. But you get experience it. You're gonna get experience anyway, because she basically took you on some stuff.
Can we get these negative levels healed first, though?
Now, you can, as
So,
everybody converges at the Citadel, Thorn has allowed you to rejoin the rest of your group.
so who died?
No one did,
No
but
one yet, but they got hit with a Shadow Dragon Breath.
yeah, surprise.
Got any diamonds?
And this is why you shouldn't be playing with
Ah, shut
dragons
up.
that are above absolutely
Shut up.
everyone's level.
We
Shut
had no
up.
warning until it hit us. So
Yeah.
They had plenty of warning. There's this there was this weird shadow that moved in on you. Nobody wanted to go in this
yes,
spot.
indicative of
Yes.
nothing but a dragon.
Yeah,
No, but
totally.
I physically just, like, it was sitting there doing nothing, and it's like you know that something was
How
going
was
on.
we supposed to know? It was just a fucking shadow. We even used detect magic. You couldn't sense anything.
Oh, yes, he
we
did.
had a spot check.
I was writing stuff to Val all throughout that, and then Val ended up failing on the last part of it.
Yeah,
Well,
instead of
negative
even
level.
knocking
Those
the breath
messages you
in.
were writing to me.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry.
anyways,
As
So-
come back, Yuki didn't get a proper chance to meet the new person in the group, Lan.
That's okay. I'll meet him later.
so where am I setting up my smith in operation?
That's gonna wait right now because we need this negative levels removed.
Yeah, they need
Alas.
they need diamonds. Anybody have diamonds?
Nope.
Besides Sarah's jewelry, but I don't think that's gonna.
Hey, we can always open up a diamond mine.
Yes, but we need it within 24
Talk
hours.
to talk to the kobolds about that. They might have something. However, they might not be happy because you weren't able to find any of their friends alive.
Good
But
lord.
Sarah, on the other hand, has the ability to charm her way out of any situation, so she might have a chance of doing that. How many level 9s do we have in the party again? That are
None.
currently here?
We all lost them.
Oh, right.
0.
So like wait on the on giving out XP until everybody's levels have been rehealed.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Next session. then.
you,
Bonus.
so Sarah, you lost a level, huh?
I
Sarah
lost
only
3.
one level. Everybody else lost 3 levels, except for Hector, who was outside the range of the cone. Because Hector was the only one that was smart enough not to stack up in front of
And
the
me,
shadow
anyways,
that was
levels.
blocking the corridor.
You only lost level because you were immune to any effect you don't like.
And this was because of the black dragon.
Yeah, it's
No,
because
this was
apparently we
Shadow
couldn't
Dragon.
sense him.
Well,
Yeah,
they were
Shadow
stating.
Dragon, whatever.
Yeah, they were. Basically.
Yes, but how are we supposed to know during a big giant thing that we can't even see through, even with dark vision?
We walked through it earlier. I mean,
Yeah, that wasn't
Yeah,
there
there's
earlier.
nothing
It
there,
moved-
so-
yeah, exactly. It moved. Something moved in. Something cast an illusion
There's no-
spell there.
There's no point in arguing, guys.
I know it
I
just.
figured
it's-
that would have triggered somebody to
Butt mad. I'm super butt
How are we
mad.
supposed
Let's
to?
fix it.
no, because you guys always used to like roll spot checks a whole bunch on things. So I just figured.
To also
No.
tell us to too. You can't always say that. Oh, yeah,
You
you
can.
guys always did it, but you always to ask for it too.
If she can, like, if you can always presume we're going to ask the questions, and now we know that that's the case. The
That's-
issue was the previous
'Cause
situation.
you said like. after all time,
I'm gonna
so-
go ahead and interrupt and literally state my piece on that. If you know that they're gonna walk into something that's gonna hinder them significantly, such as a massive level drop or possible death, you have to actually give them the option. Otherwise, you're literally fucking over the whole party.
Okay.
Now, if it's nothing life-threatening, they don't do a spot check, listen check, fuck it. That's my honest opinion. And I don't care what any of you fucking rule masters fucking think. That's an actual good opinion.
Alright.
A good opinion.
Okay,
I agree.
I'll keep that in mind for next time. Cause I just automatically assumed that people were gonna say that okay, there's something weird here. I'm gonna roll spot to find out what the hell because I just been used to people rolling it to look around instead of
Yeah, you're used to me constantly rolling.
exactly. I think that's why I got so used to you doing that I forgot to start asking people about it.
I'm like the only one that can actually do an extremely high spot, listen, and search check.
Yeah.
And
So
since
it's
you took
possibly
out a
sunset
thing
now.
from what you're naturally gonna do, what you wanted to do, so
Well,
We
I
lost
wasn't
that.
here.
yes, I know, but what you texted me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was gonna have Yuki sit there in the shadows and then pull people out if they were gonna get killed.
Yeah, Thor decided that since she was transporting in 2 people, that she would just transport out the people not currently there. Actually, she's also transported in the bone class. She transported in 3 people.
Anyway, are we calling this session here, or are we trying to find some diamonds?
We're gonna do a little bit of
next session.
sorry, we're gonna do a little bit of Nexus time. Since you've been away for a day, the Kobold Scout that as soon as you get back to the Citadel, Lon, from your point of view, you've come up to this really massive shield that's extending over a portion of the city, which is called Sector 1 over here, because you were over here in Sector 2. And the rest of the group just basically kind of pull you through it as they pass through, because they have the ability to get through this shield. Do you wish to ask any questions about it?
What's that for?
Keeping shadow dragons out.
What, that giant barrier-looking thing?
Yeah, it's for keeping shadow dragons out. But apparently,
Neat.
apparently there are shadow dragons. We didn't know about that beforehand, but we did know that there's some kind of, swarm of shadowy monstrosities that devour all living flesh that's left outside every night. And that keeps them off. So hopefully it keeps shadow dragons out as well.
So don't wander outside that barrier after night. Okay, gotcha.
You can do it if you want.
Well, he would
You got any sweet loot on you?
a some sort of security pass, but all of you guys have some sort of security pass on you, a small piece of jewelry that can't be rusted by rust monsters or devoured by acid, because it's magically enchanted.
You know what can't be rusted by rust monsters or devoured by acid? Stone.
Well, also magical. It's really difficult for magical, but
Sure. But it would be easier if it was just made out of rock.
Okay.
Just like people.
But anyway, so there's that, and you get in there. You don't see very many people, just like you didn't hear anybody really outside in the Citadel when you first arrived in there. There's only a handful of people in this city at the moment. Refugees, some converts, some kobolds that decided to come join you.
Welcome to the beautiful city of New Hector. It's named after its mayor, Old Hector.
Yeah. Well, why you guys get that? Why you guys get that level, that weakness off you? I'm gonna explore it a little bit.
Best of luck. Don't rumble any of the skeletons. They're doing possibly important business.
No, I was mostly just gonna find a nice place to set up. I don't know, a forger probably, and get up and running.
Oh, sweet. You could do with the forge.
Well, seeing how my last one got blown up, I gotta start doing somewhere.
It's true.
Okay. So everyone's back at the place now? Citadel?
Yep.
Ah.
And new doors to explore.
What's the training progress on my recruits?
Alright, it's been a day. Let's see. So far, they would have been working with whatever. Do you have little I'm envisioning those little poles that you hit and they start spinning. The 2 levels, and you have to jump over one and jump over the other and hit them and whatnot and keep them spinning.
If I don't, I will have them created within the next few days.
Alright. So I kind of envision the couple of little kobolds that are working on that.
Oh, by the way, Blackhover, if you want to be a ninja from Naruto, actually, your better bet would be playing a sword sage than a ninja.
Ninjas are
I
good,
have
by definition.
other ideas on how that's all gonna work out.
Sure, but as long as you, if you've looked at sword sage and thought it's not for you, that's fine. It's just I thought I might want to give you the option in case you hadn't noticed.
Moon, I believe you brought that up to me earlier, but it didn't really seem like it was the same thing, like what I was trying to do. But I'm not trying to sit there and throw fireballs or other stuff.
Sword Shade doesn't throw
I'll
fireballs.
take a look at it later on.
Cool.
So my goal is find prime real estate for my workshop.
Land's cheap in a desolate wasteland.
Yeah, it's called free.
Mm.
No,
Not here.
We're
Gotta
not
pay
selling
tax.
him land, Jesus.
Okay, so no weapons or repair stations or none of that.
Exactly.
You guys can work on your own crap all by yourself. I will just sit here with all my tools and shit and just laugh at you.
Well, GM points out that you did summon this guy, so obviously you want there to be some sort of forge somewhere.
well, yeah, it's not his personal property. That's city property, which we allow him to rule over.
Anyways, well, I go find
Land.
I go find what looks to be a place that used to be a blacksmith place or something like that.
Yeah, there's no way of knowing at this point if there was any blacksmithing in this sector at any point. What's been going on is the skeletons have been clearing out buildings, basically piling up anything that used to be inside them. The things like the kobolds have been picking through them.
Ooh, I looked at the piles. Oh, piles.
Finding
Yay.
anything that
Is there any anvil or
is
anything in them?
useful. Yes. There is something that could. It's either an anvil or something that could be easily rigged up to be a low-level anvil. Basically,
I pick. How big is this thing?
I'm not sure how big a substandard anvil would be. I imagine
I pick
that somebody very strong could probably pick it up in two hands, though.
Oh no, I don't have. I probably don't have any problem picking it up. I pick this thing up. I doubt it weighs over 1,000, so I pick it up, and I go. Where does this come from?
Possibly a demigod, most likely the past. Ooh. Hard to say.
If I had a ballista thrower right now, this anvil would be flying at you at 60 feet per second.
Oh, but I'm a poor sick lady. Why would you do such a thing? My soul hurts.
Okay, I said, I'll throw it at you.
Oh.
Yeah, old ladies are just evil.
Now you're just damaging the anvil.
Oh, what? Oh, my God.
So that's
if you were
what my
hoping for buffs,
dojo's
you ain't
gonna
getting
look like.
none.
Excellent.
What, didn't you say you're an old lady?
I'd say there was a lady. I didn't say it was an old lady. Crap.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't hear from over there. Alright, so I guess I'll set my. I guess I'll like scavenge around, fix up the place. I guess because I pretty much have all the tools that a blacksmith would in my bag.
Oh, yeah. Like living out of a suitcase in a Harry Potter world. You just go straight into your suitcase and live there.
I have 3 sets of clothes in here as well.
Exactly.
Excellent.
You just need to get the workshop inside the bag somehow.
Nope. Anyways,
Were you worried about the fumes? I would be. So, I need to go and find some kobolds and or a Medusa and see if they got any of that diamond.
I think we all do, not
That
just
diamond
you.
dust.
anyway, once I get the place set up, I will have a repair station for a fee up and running.
Up to cover
Well,
more
no.
ground. Looking for diamond dust.
At the moment, there's no real. I think that's right. They had decided on they're just going to go with the gold standard, but nobody really has any gold quite yet.
They can pay me in scrap metal and other stuff by retrieving it for me.
All right.
So basically, if you don't have money, you bring me material. So basically, if you want me to fix it, you bring me material, so I don't have to go up there and farm it myself.
Well, I'm not sure if it'd be possible to do that, but the kobolds can probably furnish you with material.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's piles of like scrap metal.
Oh yeah, and there's tons of that. There's like but I mean they're one of the primary scavengers that are at least very successful in this area.
Yeah, like honestly, give me enough scrap metal. I'll smelt them down to bricks or ingots, and basically have plenty to work with.
But I suggest a magic item we should get is bone rings.
There are plenty of ways to avoid being negative leveled in the future. It's just we don't have money. If we had money and access to shops, we could have had scrolls of restoration, so we wouldn't need to have even stopped. But we don't have them.
So DM, I think I figured out a good system for the scrap metal and crap. If you want to hear it,
Sure. Oh, that's fine.
like give me a gold value of scrap I have, and which then I can use to make armor and stuff with.
Okay.
That way I'll know how much scrap I can make and what I can make with it.
Alright, you will find a sheet in your inventory that just says mysterious note on it. It will be for describing your building and everything else associated with the system you wish to place for trading scrap metal, so that we have a record of it.
Yes, and anyways, do I have any scrap metal now to work with?
I imagine.
I should just call it scrap because it could be wood, it could be branches, it could be basically anything. I can make balls and crap as well. Like I have weapon and armor smithing.
Yeah. Do you deal with? Did you say you deal with bones, or do you say bows?
Bows. Like I can make, as long as it's not dragon craft, I can basically make anything.
All right.
Can I ask the gem to send us either a magic item clerk or a cleric that could help us remove these negative levels too?
We've already got a cleric that can help us remove negative levels.
You need the diamond.
Yeah, he needs us to send diamonds somehow.
How about an animated
Summon a man with a
object?
diamond.
Yeah.
Find
Animated
Mr.
object.
If I
Shine.
have anything on my list.
Find Mr. Shine. Mr. Shine, he diamond. True facts.
Alright. Okay. On my list currently, I have farmer, bartender, monk, dancer, doctor of some kind, which is a healer for non-magical people. Warrior, more farmer, salvager, another doctor, thief, teacher.
Anyone married with a valuable diamond ring? I'll stab them for it.
No.
Unfortunately, I'm turning the diamonds I have into
We
my
have a
magic
knight.
items, so I presume I can't take them out.
You might be able to. Wait, do you have any more of those globe things, or did you use both
Yes,
of them?
I do.
All right.
I still have the two.
Do you wish to try on
Wanna go
anything?
there?
I do know how you can
Alright.
potentially get healed right now, though it'll be kind of awkward.
I'll
If
try
you wish
holding
to
the glove
invoke
to the
DM
talisman.
knowledge just to save yourselves from the embarrassment of losing levels.
Okay, I'll have one of the orbs in my hand and the gem in the other.
Alright. Are you going to head over to the portals?
Sure.
You might also want to bring that box, that box of Hector. Since Hector's currently AFK, I'm going to say that you can that he will allow you to take it because it was part of goes along with the crystal anyway, sort of.
Okay.
There's also a shopkeeper on this list, an engineer. I could also use as a blacksmith, a priestess, but I think actually, they might be neutral. I have to double check. And a bard on my list of people I can bring out now versus people I have to think on first.
Okay, I also, if we find a magic item, man, I can also get us immunity to negative levels. As long as you guys are okay with a ring slot being taken.
Well, like, bone rings are super expensive, aren't they?
No, yeah, they're only 20,000.
I have like 1,000.
Yeah, I'll get Soulfire.
20,000 is
But I could get us a ring of
4/5 of my current net worth.
Yeah, but I could get us rings of negative energy protection, where you get immune to negative levels completely, even on a negative plane.
If I get a cleric to work
Soul
with me, I could-
Soulfire.
Yeah, but this is cheaper. It's only 36,000.
Soulfire's what equivalent +5 level or something?
4.
Plus
So
4
basically, at my level 1 full play, I can put on there.
Yeah, it's 24k, right? Therefore, at least 24k.
It's affordable.
So Sarah, can I just basically do you wish to go with that, or do you wish to go with something else?
I would go with that.
Okay. So basically, the way I'm looking at it is you haven't quite retrieved the box yet, but you're holding that crystal, thinking about things, and you still have one of the globes on you. And perhaps you're wandering close to the portals at the moment because maybe you're thinking about maybe I should think about going back to Darkhaven to see if they can help. You know, because even though it takes some time, maybe I can quickly get, maybe you're thinking you can quickly get over to the tavern and see if anybody has any diamonds you can buy. And as you near the portals, the globe the globe you have on you is reacting to, because for whatever reason you don't have it in your bag of holding, because that wouldn't work at all if that was the case. It's reacting to the portals. Basically, it's glowing. The portals start to glow around it, even though only the one that's currently in the little security box is active.
So basically, I used the box to see which portal we had to open, because
Well,
that's what you described to
apparently-
Hector earlier.
Yeah. Apparently, because you have to go, you're finding out that those orbs can manipulate the portals. You apparently run and get the box. Would you tell anybody else about it, or would you just run around?
I would have Dagoth and the Bone Claw drag along Valencia and I forgot your
What?
name.
Mythos.
Mythos.
Man, if you have an idea of where the diamonds are, I'm following you. Come on.
Yep.
Yeah, but you guys are too slow. That's why I'm having Dagoth and the Bone Claw carry
I
you.
moved 60 feet around. Come on.
Sarah runs. Sarah's a professional.
I
running
could have
the
been
hills.
super fast if only I hadn't lost all of my polymorph spells.
Okay, so
So you get to
Okay.
the many portals around, and they're all glowing in response to the globe. It seems like you can use the globe to activate one of them.
I'm gonna use the box to tell which portal is which though first, because the box does tell you that.
Yeah.
What you said.
So far you're seeing some weird stuff through them, but the one that the GM suggests would be best bet for you guys because they can potentially heal you, and it's too bad that Hector is currently asleep because this is the land that I think he would love most of all. Is that as you're going through a couple of the portals, most of them that you look at first, like you're not seeing anything.
Shitty
useful.
portal, isn't it?
Yeah, sort of. You're not seeing anything useful through most of these portals. So first couple of portals you examine, mostly just shots of like forest or mountain or water.
Spot check.
Nothing
Can I make a spot check?
Nothing particularly
Spot check.
interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
But until you get to one that's clearly a bustling city, I'm actually sitting away from my computer. Can you tell me what you rolled?
Oh, don't
what
even
do you
worry
want?
about it.
that's black.
Okay, cool.
That's supposed to be me rolling.
You know what? Just to bring Hector heal, see if they could heal him too. I'm gonna have the spawn of Khaleesi drag his ass.
You're gonna drag a spawn of Khaleesi through the portal.
No, I'm gonna have Hector get dragged by a spawn of
Okay, I was
Khaleesi.
about to say because I mean people here only don't react that badly to it because pretty much everything's dead anyway, and the people in Dark
We are.
Age probably wouldn't react too badly to it because the vampires will let pretty much anywhere else you bring undead, you're going to end up getting attacked.
So I'm not bringing them into the.
Okay, I'm just reminding you this as a GM that your characters would at least be aware of this that much.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Don't
what
worry.
you see,
When we start invading, then they will know when
Yeah.
we'll attack.
So finally, you find one that's clearly in the middle of a bustling city. However, something can seem very odd to the group of you, except for maybe Hector. Who unfortunately is it.
I'm having Hector stripped down because of his bone armor, just in case.
Okay, well,
He's in normal clothes.
In real world, he's asleep right now.
Yeah.
But because you don't see any humans or anything that would regard like human, elf, dwarf, orc, goblin, etc. Any of the human races, humanoid races. Instead, you're seeing very elegantly dressed cat people for the most part. Also, some kind of dog people with some of them look a bit like Hector. Others that appear to be the same species. Have heads that are just kind of long with long and pointed muzzles, with totally black with high ears. They seem to be wearing some very specialized clothing. Let's see. The cat people are very dressed. Some of the really weird ones you see as you're watching basically the imageries pass by is that one of the cat people, as you are watching the screen, comes down and apparently has a majestic set of wings, kind of a cross between a bird and a bat.
That sounds horrifying.
Angel wings.
Not
Basically.
exactly angel wings. It's kind of like they're very dark in color. They're kind of leathery, but seem to have like some feathery struts at the end of them. So like kind of like bat wings, kind of like things, and they're wearing elaborate headdresses that make them look more birdish, almost like some kind of griffin, but not. Only kind of a little bit like one of those statues that you found, except that statue was mostly broken apart, mostly worn down in the tower.
Okay.
Do you think they follow bird law?
They might, but they're basically wearing elaborate headdresses that almost make them look like there's like a beak up on the headdress. You can see it's still a cat person, except they have actual wings. The wings are not decorative. Most of the cat people do not have this.
Wubba lubba dub dub.
Okay. Shut up.
Help me, bird people! I
They're not
have
like
great
Birdman.
pain.
They're not Birdman.
Okay, so this, from what the Chris was telling me too, this would be the most viable place to get our negative energy, or negative levels healed.
Yes.
I'm going to use the orb to open it up.
This portal is now going to be open. It is glowing on your side. You have no way of now shutting it off.
Okay, I'm going to have all the undead draw everybody else in while I walk in.
All right. This is a rather startling event for everybody on the other side, since humans are not something they've seen really before.
But Sarah's going to act like she's injured, though, as she walks through.
Humans to them look like these weird hairless creatures. And it's like basically
You
startled
probably should have got
everybody.
polymorph before you went in there.
He lost his she lost his polymorph spells, remember? Because of the negative levels. But anyway, the people in the square, like, are basically all gasping and looking at each other. You hear shouts of alarm, and some of those more black or Lupin type folks with the long faces and high ears come rushing into the square, holding these large staffs.
Sarah's gonna
say, armor on them.
Sarah's going to say, help, our leader is hurt. And she points at Hector.
They kind of run to stop, noticing that Hector is some kind of is clearly something closer to what they understand. They might not necessarily understand your language. They seem to be speaking something, but it's not a common tongue. I'm not sure which tongue it would be in the D&D lore. Does anybody have speak tongues, languages, anything like that?
No.
All I have is, in languages, Common, Celestial, Draconic, Abyssal. Hector got Lupin.
Okay, so Lupin might work with Hector, though it's not the language that they're speaking.
Closest thing.
Celestial might work as one of the winged cats comes towards you. This one's clearly a female. She's wearing a long white kind of robish, not quite a dress, not quite a robe. You can see she has, multiple breasts because she's a cat person. And I don't play with the humans, human creatures that with cat features. No,
No, there's not.
I think of them as cats with standing up on back paws. So they would have multiple breasts.
So Sarah's just going to use her main language in Celestial then,
All right.
saying, asking for help.
This one causes her to stop. She pulls up the thing on her headdress a bit and blinks at you with golden eyes. It's like, you speak the language of deity, she says.
Yes,
What are you?
I'm a Asmar.
The woman seems a bit confused by this, but she offers a hand anyway. It is much furrier than you would ever be used to, unless, of course, exciting maybe Hector's hand.
Sarah's gonna. The lady gave her hand.
Yeah.
Sarah's gonna take it, saying, "Help them, help us, please. This evil has came after us and attacked us. We were able to defend ourselves, but he got hurt badly."
She puts a hand and strokes down Hector's cheek, and then looks at you and frowns a bit. There's a taint of shadows on most of you, except for him. Oh, you must have hit a pitched battle somewhere. Come, I will bring you before the High Priestess.
Thank you. As soon as they get their negative level heals, I'm gonna use my free action to change my aura to good. Because I could do that. I don't need to use a spell. Supernatural effect.
That's excellent. That'll help with these folks. So they're more noticing with the shadowy or the shadowy aura, black, on them.
Mhm.
With the fact that this was done by a shadow dragon.
Yeah.
So apparently this has alarmed them, but has also spurred them into deciding to help you, based on, well, if you're fighting a shadow dragon or something that could do that to you, then you must not be an enemy of their kingdom.
Yeah.
We're pretty much crusaders for justice. Pretty much.
So you're as you're looking, as basically you're being pulled through part of the city, you notice that you're on some sort of I'm trying to figure out how to describe the city properly. Basically, the main bulk of this city is smack in the middle of, I guess, an island is the best way to put it. With
So it's a utopia.
No. There are basically a huge river flowing around on either side, and beyond on either side of that is you can see various crops being grown and all sorts of stuff and fisheries and everything like that. But where you're at, you're basically on a tiered city. With a bottom tier, you're basically on what appears to be some sort of middle commerce tier. The bottom tier appears to be like there's dock workers, lower income housing, that sort of thing, from what you can see from up here. And you're currently being led towards one of the upper tier, which appears to be like more noble, more temples and that sort of thing.
Spot check.
What? Spot checks. All right.
So once again, I'm sitting over folding some laundry. So what'd you roll?
No, I think he's just joking around.
23.
Yes.
You gotta treat.
Well, anyway, if you're looking around, you're seeing basically birds flying in the sky. You see that.
But are there any more of those cat people that fly?
No, those appear to be extremely rare, and from what you can see, especially as you get towards the temple, they appear to be the priestly class. The ones with wings appear to be in the priestly class. Either they get wings because they're priests, or because they're born with wings, they become priests or priestesses, or whatever term you wish to call it. This appears to be what's going on with them as they enter in. Like the same types of guards, the tall, long-faced Lupin are standing in front of the temple. But for the most part, you don't see too many dog people up on this level, except for the ones that are clearly acting as guards. And they appear to be like, just ceremonial guards and everything like that. They bring you into the temple. You find a lot of different, various cat people, really elegantly dressed, but only some of them, especially the ones with the elaborate birdie-like headdresses, are the ones with the wings.
By the way, also during the time when they got back to the city, Sarah did change. That's why her icon's different.
All right. So now that you're in there, you're not being as heavily guarded as you were when you were out in the square. You basically just have some lesser priestesses, maybe clerics or whatever you want to call them, heading towards you. Most of them do not have wings. They're just basically curious because, as far as they're concerned, you're hairless weirdos. And then there's the Lupin that's with you. I feel bad that Hector's not here.
At least we're getting them healed.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So, would any of you like to do anything, or do you just wish to go off to meet the High Priestess?
Were they speaking common or celestial?
The ones outside, the guards, the citizens, were definitely not speaking Celestial. These ones seem to be speaking both in whatever language they were speaking outside and some Celestial. It seems like maybe Celestial is the language of the priesthood here.
Alright, I try my languages of Draconic, Elvish, and Dwarven to see if anyone speaks those.
They all look at you blankly.
In that case, I pantomime with prestidigitation diamonds. Just kind of conjure some false diamonds and show gold in response, hoping to pantomime, I am willing to buy diamonds. That is what we seek.
This seems to be far more interesting. But you still don't get any takers until you get to the High Priestess. You enter into
You can tell that she has the biggest hat.
Yes.
It's how all High Priestesses work.
Yes.
Oh,
Very
anyone.
feathery, very elaborate.
Maybe she has a peacock on her head.
No, it still looks the same as the other ones. It's perfectly gold, gold in color, but it's trailing gold and yeah, so it's all basically all solid gold. But it's much more elaborate than the other ones. But it still looks like kind of an eagle-ish type look.
It's got the neck muscles of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, it's gold-plated, Dick. Really thin.
Okay.
So it's not like,
Solid gold hat. Mm.
it's not like it's protective. A solid gold hat. It's like decorative. So it's like really really thin. But yeah, she is very very well dressed in white and gold clothing. Far more elaborately dressed than any of the others that you've seen. And she just holds herself regally. And then you notice that in addition to the wings, which she sports like the other, priestess types, she also has a second set of arms.
Like a Sahuagin.
Yeah, except she's a cat person.
She's a diva cat.
Did she have extra sets of boobs as well?
Well, she has the same amount as all the other cat people, which is like 6 or 8, something like that.
Man, they must have a complicated bra system. Sounds like a real hassle.
No, they have more boobs, but they're smaller than
Itty bitty titty committee.
Yeah, humans have two potentially large breasts. Like I know how that works because I have. But anyway, that's off topic. But they basically all have small sized breasts. So
Okay.
they've got like 8 of them. So
Yeah.
I I feel that we're still off topic. Carry on.
Yeah.
Simon,
Come here, Roken.
Okay,
I'll
so
fucking run you down.
okay, so the high priestess is sitting before us.
Yeah, she's standing. She's standing in front of you as you're brought before her, and is looking you over and says in Celestial, "Well, well. How interesting."
Please, can you heal us?
And
how about we
what is-
just ask for dang? Just
We don't
ask
know what
for
she's
dang.
saying.
And just what is wrong with you, stranger? And your
We just got-
fascinating companions.
We were in a battle. We were barely able to make it out with our lives, but our leader got hurt really bad as she holds Hector a bit.
And at this point, he's perfectly unconscious, just like his player. Interesting. She kind of walks over
It was-
towards Hector and unwraps one of her pairs of arms and starts running fingers down his form to see if she can detect what's wrong with him. Very interesting.
And then this dark beast from the shadows appeared.
She lifts her head slightly. You dealt with shadows?
Yes,
Hmm.
they're a vile creature from what we've
Yes.
seen.
Oh, yes, they are indeed.
We went to go save some lives that we were told. Those innocent kobolds. Sarah's gonna have her eyes water.
You better hope she doesn't know what a kobold is.
Kobolds are beautiful in any city. Come on.
Those innocent lives don't deserve death.
Oh, I see. She kind of gives you a strange, a strange but not strange in the way that you usually get from saying that sort of thing look. It's hard to tell what she's thinking, but you just know that it's not what most people would think in that situation. Is if you can, you know.
Yeah, I understand.
How interesting. She basically just let's see. She wouldn't be barking out orders like, you know, you want to say barking, but because they're not dogs, they're cats. They're kind of like, but meowing doesn't sound right either. Basically just, you know, no, not even that. Basically gives out orders to some of the lesser clerics, the ones without wings and everything. And basically they seem to quickly come back with various medicines to heal Hector's wounds and check him over and work on rituals to get rid of the cursed wound on him. Meanwhile, she is looking over the group of you that all have shadow damage from the negative levels. So tell me of this shadow creature that attacked you. She says back in Celestial.
We were just looking for the kobolds, and then out of the darkness, there's a big pillar. We didn't know what it was until it was too late, as it blew its everything to protect Hector, as he was already badly hurt. Please save him.
She looks over the group of you. Oddly dressed for warriors, but maybe that passes for whatever creatures you are. She picks up a few odd-looking, looks like some sort of amulet in the shape of a bug, from what you can tell. If anybody wants to do a knowledge, let's see, history, religion, check on that.
Knowledge,
Yeah.
religion check. Oh yeah.
My religion's not the best, but it should work.
I'll use my 1 a day plus 10 on religion on this.
Oh my god.
Let's see, where is it?
Oh my god. That plus 10. See, there's my knowledge religion.
Sarah, none of this looks familiar to you at all.
Come on, the plus 10 guy.
Mythos, on the other hand, Valencia, you got some idea that this is a very ceremonial object. Possibly has something to do with either healing or life and death itself. Beyond that, it's anyone's guess. Mythos, on the other hand, while this religion does not exist where you came from, Darkhaven, you have extensively run into people, talked to them, dealt with gods, evil gods, for example. And you know,
Oh,
let's say, yeah. What? Sorry, did you say all or old?
I deal with all the gods. I'm not exclusively dealing with the old
Exactly.
evil ones.
So you know that this particular symbol tends to towards one of the ancient or old gods, as they're sometimes called. One dealing with light and the underworld, which later became, hell. But this particular symbol belongs to just a really ancient deity that isn't, basically isn't running in many of the circles much these days. Has pretty much just chilled out towards apparently this world, or possibly several others, instead of trying to go to all the worlds, like maybe the other gods have been trying to do. But you have at least heard of this. It is a healing object. And it's not healing in terms of positive energy either. It will, deal with either positive or negative energy. So it means it can work on Sarah. Did somebody say something?
I just said woo.
Okay, cool.
Woo!
But so you know that it's healing, but not. It's kind of like it's basically as neutral as you can get in terms of that. If that makes any sense to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So while light is the the overriding symbol, it's actually a neutral light, not a goody two shoes light.
Blech.
So while they're speaking celestial as a religious language, it's not celestial in the goody two shoes celestial type. It's celestial is a divine language dealing with any type of deity, even if it was a perfectly evil deity. Is that better?
Yeah.
Excellent. So do you allow the High Priestess to put this object on you, or are you going to wait for Mythos to tell you anything?
I relay to them that it looks like we're good. I mean, I don't want to incur any debts
And
here, but
you're speaking this in common, correct?
Yeah.
The High
I don't want
Priestess's ears perk up, and she starts in a kind of sort of broken common, a very strange accent, because it's like, this language I have studied. This is what you speak?
it
Yeah.
is one of our many languages that we
Many.
speak.
It is known mostly only to the high ones. Turn up both her arms. Fascinating. How did you get here again?
We used a portal to reach here. We divined our way using, I don't actually even know what it is. I point to Sarah, she divined a way to the nearest place that would help cure us of our ills.
Fascinating. They speak of a time over 1,000 years ago when people from another world came here speaking this language. It was then taught to our ancestors, but only those in the higher-ups still maintain it. As part of a... She kind of says some words that, not in Celestial, not in anything that any of you understand. They say that that's just why some of us have the wings that we do. That an envoy of the Most Holy mated with many with many and gave us wings. And of course, this is all spoken in common, so that all of you can hear this and understand.
Hmm.
It's all about swans. In the end, deities and swans.
So she presses the bug amulet to Sarah, and Sarah can feel a pulse go through her. It's neither positive nor negative, if anything's to believe. It does have something to do with light, and it courses through her. And
As I feel the negative level, just out of character, as I feel the negative stuff leave, Sarah's gonna use her thing to start switching her aura, what comes off of her.
Okay.
So it shows up good.
All right. So yeah, Sarah has now been healed of this damage. The what used to be a nice jeweled bug amulet has now turned dark and sooty. The priestess kind of frowns a little at it. That is a lot of damage, she says in Celestial. I will need to arrange for more to be made in order to heal your companions. You said something about recompense? This is in Celestial, she's speaking.
Recompense.
Reimburse. She tries to find the right words for reimbursements, payments.
Yes, we can reimburse you.
Very
What
well,
would you
then.
like?
What do you have to offer?
Okay. Sarah's gonna. No. Sarah has her diamond jewelry.
What? How much diamond jewelry?
Not enough to equal 300.
Wasn't that stuff enchanted by Mythos?
What?
Huh?
Wasn't it the jewelry that Mythos used for enchantment?
I got jewels off of the Bard and
Okay.
then turned that into the Arcane Singularity.
Oh, okay, cool.
It would probably be a shame to break down.
Sarah's gonna show the jewelry that she has,
Well,
and
maybe
then
the only thing you can use to save yourself from the negative levels.
I
Sarah's gonna,
asked if they're
Sarah's gonna show also the.
I heard Mythos trying to
The
say
eight.
something. Mythos,
Yeah.
what were you saying?
turn dark and sooty, and apparently, I assume it was a displeased face. I say, in common, somewhat slowly, if you have any store that sells diamonds, and I produce an image with prestidigitation, we will be willing to buy some of those, and our friend here can use those to heal us instead. Here.
What kind of diamonds
Got it.
do you need?
Expensive ones.
Worth 100 gold in Celestial, she says.
Only the noble class wear such things.
Wait. Are you saying that you as a
Don't-
priest don't keep some on tap to use with your clerical magic?
Oh, I do, she grins, as I am also a noble. But I was saying is if you wish to buy some for a ritual, that would be fairly difficult here.
Well, Sarah's gonna offer for, if they could at least heal us, she's gonna offer the jewelry except for a necklace. Actually.
I have.
Go ahead, what were
Would
you saying?
probably
Basically, a common, like all her common jewelry, Sarah's gonna offer.
Okay, but what was Val saying? I'm sorry.
I've got 128 gold pieces. I'm to start with 100 of them, with all of the ones I have. That's what I got.
And then Sarah's also gonna
I've got-
pull out three platinum too. Of what she has.
I got a drink that lets you breathe lightning. I got a grenade.
Do you have any interesting artifacts to show us? She says in common.
I've got a drink that can make you breathe lightning.
I've got a sock that can make any spell component you need. I've got 3 of them, actually.
Have you seen the guy's eyes? He's totally got 3 feet.
No, one's sticking to my back, so if anyone stripped me of my socks, I'd still have one hidden sock.
Oh.
Die
paranoid.
hard! Die hard!
Yeah, and its component is a gun.
No,
Oh,
I
shit.
don't have any artifacts.
So nobody
Yeah.
has anything interesting.
I've got a drink that lets you vomit lightning.
I've got a choker that can use ghost sound at will.
Sarah pulls out a ring that she has, the ring of fire resistance, if that's like an artifact.
Ooh. The priestess reaches one of her hands out to touch it. As she's doing so, you feel like there's a hand going through your skull, like lightly, like touching your brain.
Brains have nerve endings to feel things.
No, but it's you know how you sometimes feel.
The bitch
like
is
that
scanning my
when
mind. The bitch is scanning my mind.
She's not a dog. Stop calling her that.
Okay, the pussy's scanning my mind.
That's even worse. Stop it.
Wanted her to be more accurate. This is what happens.
Lily pussy is scanning my mind.
Alright. Trying to find that page in there. This is the reason why it would have been cool. Sunset was here right now. Yeah, Sunset was
Well-
asking questions like this. Hmm. Where is that? Come back here, Paige. I was staring at you the other day.
But honestly, all I have is the orbs.
And the 200,000 and the 100,000 gold.
And a lot of money.
In Draconic,
Okay.
in Draconic, I believe Mark. I can't believe this is the most helpful place. All we needed was literally 300 gold of diamonds. Any big enough city should have that. Got to be the least helpful place. Come on.
I'm kind of thankful that I'm only level 9, because if I
Okay.
was like level
No,
level
Sarah,
11,
roll a
whatever.
will save.
Who's rolling a will save? Her?
Sarah.
Not us?
having a mind scanned, it's fine.
Yeah, just a little friendly mind probe.
Maybe if she wasn't so evasive about how she phrased some things, we wouldn't have to worry.
29.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's not going to
Okay.
raise people's.
Yeah, that means you're
Suspicion.
very strong. The priestess seems to smile slightly at this, and whatever feeling of your brain being touched goes away. You have a very
Get
strong
thrown in the
will,
dungeon.
she says in Celestial.
So I was gonna say, have
But
to
she-
if I'm gonna.
She lightly touches the ring in your hand.
So I was gonna say I have to if I had to persist on living for the ones I lost,
I see.
and for the new that come in.
And you say you protect kobolds.
Yes, they're so
Interesting.
beautiful. They're interesting creatures.
I suppose.
Don't get
to-
weird about this.
To a hairless creature such as yourself, they can be beautiful.
Hmm. What do you see them as?
They are good miners. They take care of of all the mines around here.
That's lovely. That's good. That they're living a good life here.
Yes. If it wasn't for them, it'd be very difficult in building and maintaining the city. They mine, they collect stone. They tend to work well in teams together.
Hmm.
I don't think we need a synopsis of kobolds.
Yeah.
We live with them, yes.
Well, she's saying
You're
this
aware
in
of kobolds.
she's saying this in Celestial, so
Yeah, but she's not getting what with the diamonds, and
yeah. I'm currently
I ain't getting any
I'm
younger.
currently re-looking something up. I'm sorry.
So,
I wanted to check the price on the ring, and I'm losing my place as to
The
where the
ring?
ring is.
Okay.
24
The
hours.
fire
is
resistance?
longer.
You said fire resistance, yeah. You're offering her the
Yeah.
fire resistant ring. Because you had another fire resistant item, didn't you? The
Yeah.
cloak.
Yes, the cloak.
That's good.
That
I mean, to be fair, if we can, like, we're in an annoying situation, and we'll come back to it later when we've got the resources to, make a hassle with these guys. But because there's only one person that actually speaks the language, we can't find a jeweler's and just buy it for money, because we can't adequately find anywhere in the required time, at least. So we're having to barter extraordinarily expensive magic items for 300 gold's worth of services. Well, that's not even...
I thought it was
It's
300 for
technically-
each of you.
300 total.
Yeah, whereas what we're talking about here is trading 12,000 gold's worth of
Yeah.
magic items for that. Which we'll do, but we'll come back and, be real...
Unhappy.
yeah!
You guys will be unhappy.
No, we'll be vengeful.
Why?
Dragon.
The thing
Because
is,
they're
I'm gonna
cheating
work-
us out of 10,000 gold's worth of shit.
Here's the thing. The priestess did not ask you for the ring in exchange for these services. She asked if you had anything interesting to trade for the services. Sarah is then offering up the ring.
I offered a lot of things. Come on.
None of which interested her.
What's
The
not
ring,
interesting
however,
about
regardless
free
of how much it
Then what
costs
she's
in your
doing-
land.
Then what she's doing is asking for this 12,000 gold piece ring. She's extorting us, which is fair. She can
No,
do
she
that.
did not ask for the ring specifically. You could have given her something much less, but Sarah decided to offer her something of extreme value. Which also would then also have the added effect of currying her favor.
I don't care about her favor. She's a fucking catbird person.
It's
It's okay. It's
Alright.
okay.
With 4
The pussy
arms.
gets to sleep with Hector.
While these guys are bartering, I excuse myself to search around town by pantomiming for a diamond jewelry store. Or anyone with a
Okay.
ring.
You're actually barred by the tall lupins from leaving the temple. Evidently, you've been sequestered to this temple for now.
Why am I sequestered to this temple for now?
They don't seem to understand what
asked
you're
her.
saying.
I asked
So you come back into the
Am
room
I
just
being
as
detained?
just as the ring is being exchanged for several more priests and priestesses. Not all of them with wings, but most of them with wings. None of them other than the high priestess with 4 arms, though. Come in and to get to work with rituals and diamond dust or whatever it requires to help repair your negative level damage.
Surely no one else has diamonds. What sort of ashes place is this? Come on.
They could be fascists. They could be very, theocratic. It's fine. All things could be church property, which is possible. But
I wonder if we should have just bought Chaos Gems instead.
No, we'll come back here and we'll take the ring off of their, charred corpses or what have you. But it's fine. I can bide my time. I am patient.
She looks she's basically now looking over towards Val. Val, roll a will save.
Wait, you think I'm talking in common? She's shown to know how to speak common.
No. She
At the
Oh,
very
okay.
least,
She's just mind probing me.
Yeah.
All right.
Basically, you're making, with all that conversation, I'm assuming you're making faces.
He got a 20.
Yeah.
I mean,
it doesn't actually say what
that
the
doesn't-
DC is on that, but I'm guessing that.
Detect thoughts is a second circle spell, so she'd need to have 30 something in wisdom in order to get for me to not succeed there.
Yeah.
Unless it's different from detect thoughts, in which case, whatever.
Well, it's a psionic thing, and it's just basically saying the role is to keep you from being compelled to say anything that the character does at least know your surface thoughts. It's a level 5 or circle 5 or whatever psionic.
GM, why are you putting us in this situation?
You are literally making us want to genocide an entire race. I wanted to be
Listen.
neutral, but I'm going to genocide.
It's not
Come on.
that. I don't care about being angry at these people. Why when? So, firstly,
Basically, I lied my way. I lied my way over here, and then I'm the most evilest person here, and then they know it. So if she gets a hint at it, then she's gonna know that I'm evil.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but
I mean-
if she hasn't reacted to it yet.
Yeah, but she also has very little reason to believe that's the case. Her standard operating procedure is mind rape.
That's like my level of paranoia.
But that doesn't matter in and of itself. There's
Yeah,
no
you don't
inherent
actually
issue with
know
the character
if-
doing that. The problem is that you've trapped the party in a place where we cannot get out of whilst we're currently under negative energy effects. On the advice from your advice personally that we should go here to seek help.
Okay, no, I didn't mean to try to
Oh, not the
I'm
entire
sorry.
party.
I was just thinking that the fact that you're being very violent, you're giving out very violent vibes towards these people that they would want to keep you from
They just
interacting with the
detained me.
locals.
They've detained us and they've started mind raping us.
Okay, but you're no. What I'm reacting to is the fact that you're talking about thinking loudly about coming back here and killing them all because of
Yeah,
the
but they
brain that
don't detect
Sarah
my thoughts
has to
natively,
do.
do they?
They can detect we are kind of miffed with them trapping us here, and
Yeah.
yeah, which is
Any
understandable.
chance you guys get a message back to where you came from? Like, I could come over there and start knocking some heads in.
No, because we're trapped here.
They're not actually.
We're
trapped.
pretty much hostages
Okay.
at this point.
Let me rephrase what's going on here. You're not actually hostages. They plan on bringing you right back to the portal as soon as they finish healing you. The reason why they're keeping you in here is because you quite upset folks when you came through that portal suddenly, and they are not used to seeing hairless ape creatures wandering around their city. So as far as they're concerned, you're freaks of nature, and that disturbs most people.
Sure.
Want me to
So-
disguise self? I can disguise self. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't actually.
I've got disguise self. If you want to prep it off my book, you can.
But my point was they're just trying to keep you there, not to be mean about it, but to keep you there in order to keep citizens from potentially attacking you out of fear. So
And I
they're-
don't care. I don't care about the reasoning why they do it in character. They're perfectly fine to do it in character. But you, as the GM, basically used a magic item to tell us this is where we should go for help,
And it's literally the worst.
and it's a trap.
Literally any standard city big enough would be easy. Hey, I'd like 300 gold of diamonds. Hey, here you go. Exchange complete. We're done. This is
Suck out of my city. Just like,
terribly roundabout and terribly. Ugh.
alright.
Yeah, now people are even more
I
upset.
guess
Probably
as
should
long
have
as-
quit earlier when before all this stuff. If people are gonna get this upset about it.
We just want to be healed.
This is like supposed to be an
Yeah, I
overnight
want-
thing.
Yeah, and I just wanted to tell a
Re-prepare
story.
your fate.
Fine. Good night.
That what?
Wait, is the DM still here?
I'm still here. I'm just trying to just calming down.
While that's going on, I was wondering, are you gonna put? Or did you say you're gonna put stuff on the handout, or am I gonna put stuff on the handout?
That's for you to put stuff in for your building.
Oh, wow. Well, it's just gonna be like my room and then shop in another room, kind of thing,
Yeah,
like workshop basically.
yeah. And then put down
Maybe
like
I'll
your scrap thing
Maybe
and
I'll
everything
keep
like that in there.
I'll probably keep the gold price of scrap I have to craft shit, but that's about it. Unless I get something really, really important, like some magical artifact, amulet or something, I'll put it on. But
Did everybody get healed?
or I'll put the
Yeah,
equipment.
unfortunately, because Val was complaining about stuff, I'm suddenly roadblocked. I have no idea what to do from here. We're gonna have to figure out what the hell's going on next week and figure out if we actually went here or not.
Well, the thing is, did you say the scarab wasn't going to work on the rest of us after it was used? Because you said it was damaged.
Yeah,
think-
basically, it turned out to be there was negative energy. It absorbed into itself. It became a one-shot thing. So, she was
So-
asking
Because-
for trade on all that.
The 7 negative levels here, we healed 1, and I think that's the main problem. And now they're roadblocking us inside, so you've basically deprived the party of 6 whole levels, and I think that may be...
No, they're healing all of you. I
Yeah,
just
they're
said
getting
that.
ready to heal all of us right now.
Because Sarah, that's why basically after asking for an exchange, Sarah just decided that she would give a ridiculously expensive item over as an exchange, which I figured would also then, okay, if that's the case, she's also going to be currying a lot of favors. However, Val did not like this and was complaining about it, so I figured, okay, in character, her face must be doing all these weird things, which would actually alert the clearly psionic priestess here to look into what the hell's going on in her head. And at which point, Val's player got upset.
Well, I mean, I think the main problem is this is supposed to be a simple fix from our whole shadow encounter thing, and then we'd get right back to it. But this is starting to get on extended more than would be desired. Because this could have been the quickest road, just pit stop in the world, but instead it's gone on.
Like
I know. The only reason why I offered the ring is because, like, the more price it is, then maybe the more faster you guys would be healed, and then...
Yeah, and I was also trying to get some more story stuff going on here, and none of you seem to care. So I'm now really pissed off. Okay, I'm shutting down my stream for the moment, because I don't want to